What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Patreon episode of Flagrant 2 No Easy Buckets Analysis by Assholes, water cooler commentary for your sports needs. I'm Andrew Schulz. I'm here with Akash Singh, Real Life Kaz. Eden is in the building. Alex not with us today. Alex got to do some work. But, man, we've had what an interesting and eventful week. I want to get right into it just because there was so much to discuss last episode that I feel like we left out a bunch of things. And one of those things was one of the most anticipated matchups in the NBA playoffs, which was Russ Westbrook and Dame Lillard. I don't think we spoke about it last week.
No, we did not.
And Dame Lillard has been bullying Russell Westbrook badly. In a way that none of us expected. There's a clip. I want you to get this clip. I sent you the clip. Play this clip. Play this motherfucking clip. Okay. Actually goes back even further. Go back to the beginning.
To the defensive style.
Okay. So Russ pulls up for a three, misses, and Dame is going, "Let's go," clapping and screaming. Calls for the ball at half court.
You know what time it is.
Two
hand down
dribbles past half court. And pulls up from maybe 5-6 feet past the 3-point line and then knocks down on Russ's face. Maybe even more than that. Could be 7 feet.
That was a good 7-8 feet.
That was 7-8 feet right in Russ's mouth. And then he goes, what does he say exactly?
Bombs away.
Bombs away.
Bombs away. That's the new. That's one of the new alter egos in the NBA. You know, there's Untucked Kyrie when Kyrie has his jersey tucked out.
Yeah.
They got Logo Lillard is what they're calling him now.
From the logo.
When he starts pulling from the Portland logo, just fucking get the children and women out the house. The house is on fire. Everybody just get the fuck out. The game's over.
I saw most of both games.
Yeah.
And he just went through stretches where he just took over. And he was just pulling up from the logo. Yeah. He had a shot at the end of the third yesterday that was crazy. Cross somebody up, step back three at the buzzer.
Off Felton, I think.
I think it was on Felton.
Yeah.
Chuck said that's not fair. He said Kenny could score on Felton.
Yo, Chuck is not playing, man. Chuck said there's these Asians I don't know if they're Asian. I just assumed they were because they were gymnastics.
And they're thin.
But they were like, yeah, and they were doing this like flipping thing where the guy was on the ground. He was flipping this girl with his feet.
Yeah, I saw that.
And he was like, you can't do them with them big ass girls in San Antonio. Bro, he just laying it. Yo, Chuck has done more, I think, for tourism in San Antonio because it's like, I want to go there. I have no reason to go to San Antonio,
psychology,
but I need to see.
You want to go there to see how big the women are, and black dudes want to go there to fuck the women.
Yeah,
it's reverse psychology. Because like when I went there, I'm like, oh, it's not too bad.
Right.
But there's definitely a lot of fat women though.
There's fat women out there.
Yeah,
see, I need to go to San Antonio.
You gotta go.
I need to go to San Antonio.
They also he knows, and they talk about this on the ticket a lot because one of them is from Wisconsin. It's the same thing. Like they got one team, and they're super protective of them and the city, and they take all this shit super personally because it's all they got. And Chuck knows exactly what he's doing because it's San Antonio and they love the Spurs and he's calling them fat and they're all watching and they get riled up. He's so fucking smart.
And the first thing they do every time is like, just come to San Antonio, come see this, come see that. And I think they did that a few seasons ago when they had them like toward the river walk and all that other shit.
It's called the river walk, not the river run. Fat asses. It ain't called the river P90X. It ain't called the river CrossFit. It's called the river walk. And y'all can barely do that.
The river elliptical.
It's not even a river
put
light
some scooters there. It's going to be the river scooter. Because that's how y'all want to go down it. Fuck out of here, bro. We need to do San Antonio. I need to do some shows in San Antonio.
Absolutely, though.
Just to see these fat women.
I'm literally there this
Fantastic
weekend for a wedding.
Surprise.
Oh, I thought.
After my shows in Houston, Friday, Saturday, I'm hitting a wedding in San Antonio.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's why you're going down there as well.
Yeah. Booked a show in Houston, and there's a wedding.
Guys, but I want to get back to how fat people in San Antonio are, but yesterday I opened for Colin Quinn for his new
One
show.
of the GOATs.
Oh, I saw that. It's great, man.
It's
great.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
You saw the show?
The one-man show, yeah.
When did you see
goes
it?
through all 50 states or whatever
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago.
Good for you for going out and seeing it.
Yeah,
Who'd you
man.
go see it with?
Young comic Indian dude Krishna Reddy. And he was the one that was like, hey, let's go. And I was like, absolutely, yeah, I'll go see Colin Quinn.
It was so good. That last piece when he goes through every state.
Every single state.
But he has this thing called Red State, Blue State. And he's just describing America and how we got here and what's happening. And, like, there's no agenda or narrative behind it. He's, like, shitting on everybody and just calling out everything. And he's so fucking good. And he has just brilliant fucking lines. Like, I don't want to give too much away, but he has this one part where he's talking about, he goes, well, here's one problem. There's only 2 parties. He goes, there's 2 parties. He goes, there's 17 genders, but there's 2 political parties.
So
he
good.
goes, I'll go outside. There's 4 bathrooms for me to choose from. But we got 2 parties? Like, he is the comedic equivalent of the African dart shit, like, it is so quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like this. You know that shit, whatever it is? The
blow? I don't know.
Yeah, the blow dart.
Yeah, blow
and
dart.
that's what his jokes are. It's like walking down the street, blow dart is out, shot in the fucking neck, and then you're passed out, dude. What he does throughout the whole thing, and I was just so fucking blown away. And he's filming it for CNN, and I think this is smart.
I did not know he was filming it.
So he's filming next week for CNN, right?
I don't know if that was... Well, I went to see it pretty early. I don't know if that was the thing.
No, he wasn't anything before that, right? So he's filming for CNN. He goes next week. I think it's next week. And the reason why it's brilliant is because I think Netflix is too saturated, but CNN has 0 comedy, so there's going to be a little intrigue.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be like,
100%.
what is going on? And it's perfect for that.
It's your target audience, exactly.
Exactly.
They've tried some like comedy stuff in the past, and it was.
They tried Kumail Bell, but you need to be funny for comedy.
Yeah,
That's the issue.
you need a comedian.
You can't just be like, here's racism.
Yeah.
That's what Kumail Bell is.
Yeah.
He's like a racism detective. Or like what are those people that
Column-Black.
He's funny though, but that show just wasn't good at all. Like, it just wasn't good.
Sherlock, what's up, Holmes?
Damn it, I didn't think there were any more.
That was right in front of me. How
That
did
was
I
so good.
Sherlock Homie, whatever.
Sherlock Homeboy. I was like, somebody probably said that already.
right.
I gotta switch it up a little
It's too
bit.
easy.
Really
Too
good.
easy.
But for real, no, he's like a anthropologist for racism. Like, you know, the when they find the dinosaur bones.
He's unearthing it.
dusting.
It's like he will put him in an environment. He gonna find
find the
something
racism.
racist.
Isn't
in
that
this
most
room.
social justice warriors? They're anthropologists for injustice, just constantly unearthing everything until they get to the injustice.
Yeah, we're
I mean,
gonna get it.
Yeah.
Keep digging, it's there.
It wouldn't be there though if it wasn't existing. But in most cases, some cases it is.
Nobody's
but
saying it's
others-
not. Nobody's saying
That's
it's
what I'm saying. I mean, that's just what he is though. That's his shtick. But
Who?
Kamau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So look, it is what it is.
Did you check out the Kevin Hart special? On
Not
that?
No,
yet,
I
but
need to see
that
it.
shit is getting trashed, huh? Yeah. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Well, how was it?
I
It's
always
Patreon.
watch it. I always. It's not good. It's not funny.
Yeah.
It's not funny. There's like this one running joke that he has with like the fucking hiding guns within his house that like I thought was pretty funny, but like everything else was just like
I saw a story.
I
he
got
was
caught cheating. I'm a bad dad. I'm a terrible father.
Ah,
that's all. That's the shtick.
He did that thing.
Yeah.
Bruh, I saw him working out stuff before he got caught cheating, so it probably would have been a better special.
Mm-hmm.
And what made me laugh, first of all, he had one. Did you do a story about his son, his friend, and his friend's son, where the friend said like "fuck you" or something like that? And
I
then,
think so. I think he said.
And the dad went nuts. That was like textbook Kevin Hart. That's where Kevin Hart's in his pocket.
Yeah.
Telling a story where he's uncomfortable and he's scared and he doesn't know what is going on.
Yeah.
Great story. The rest of it was whack, to be honest.
Yeah.
But then the funniest thing is, this is before any scandal. It's like a year and a half ago. I see him and I'm standing next to his wife.
Yeah.
And she's on her phone talking to her friend or whatever. Kevin Hart gets off stage, most famous person on the fucking planet, gets off stage and he goes to his wife, he goes, "What'd you guys think?" And then she's on his phone, he goes, "You're on your phone. I can't, you're on your phone." And to see that happen to the most famous person on planet Earth was so funny and refreshing. I was just like, God damn. Everybody goes through that shit, huh?
Everybody
You're
goes
on your
through
phone.
it. Doesn't matter how big you
the
are. Everybody
biggest
goes
person
through
on earth doing what he was born to do. And you're just
That's what
like,
you're here
"Nah."
That's why Jesus came back. Jesus came back to be like, now y'all love me? Now? I made wine out of nothing, and that wasn't enough.
See it before? All right.
Mary Magdalene wasn't missing him enough. He was like, "All right, bitch, we'll see. We'll see, bitch."
Moving on already. Jesus really just Puerto Rican. It was just Jesus. I thought you loved me.
If he's
man.
Puerto Rican, he'd kill himself over a pregnancy scare or some shit like that. I'm out!
Wow.
I'm out!
Wow.
So,
I'm dying for everybody's sins, guys. I'm out.
so the Kevin Hart thing, everybody's been trashing it. Here's what I would have done if I was Kev. First of all, comedy is horrible in that big a space. Comedy is horrible in arenas. Comedy is horrible. Like, even when you get to too big a theater, it's horrible.
Yeah.
It does not grow well, right?
The only
Comedy is
person
an
I've seen
intimate
do
thing.
Comedy well in big theaters is like Chris Rock.
And even then, it's not that good.
He doesn't really do theaters. I mean, really
He
do,
only just did-
he does
just
big
theaters,
theaters, but he
yeah.
doesn't do...
Theaters you can do. There's still some intimacy in the right type of theater. But even then, it's like, It's just a different relationship. Now, so what if I was Kev, what I would have done is I would have done the show because, again, you're just doing size because you need something to draw people. It's like an explosion in a movie, right? It's like, all right, let's make the explosions really big to make
I
up
think
for
there's
the
a
plot.
flex level. And I can see you in the next 5 years being like, just
Sure,
put my nuts on the table and do a stadium.
Sure. So what I would have done is this. I would have done it in the stadium, and instead of doing a stand-up special, I would have done a documentary about it.
Oh, shit.
With stand-up in it. Okay, so you get a few jokes, but it's really about how are we going to sell out the stadium, what it means for you in the city, what it means for Philly, going around, then cut in with a joke. Now you only have to do 10, 12 minutes of material.
Right.
We can sustain that with a cool other shit around, you and your boys joking around, how you're going to jump up in the stage, what people felt like after. It's more doc than it is stand-up. So now you're like, holy shit, he did a fucking arena, and you're not worried about the 50 minutes of trash stand-up, or however. I didn't see it, but everybody
he did
told me
something
it was
similar
trash.
to that, too. I forgot what it was called when he was doing the Financial Bank Stadium where the Eagles play at.
Yeah.
The link.
I forgot. The link, yeah. It was something where I think he was talking about like his family and stuff. It was more like a documentary than it was the show. But it wasn't so much like putting the show together, though.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
You don't need that, and whatever. But it is what it is. But
People
I
like
haven't heard
Scandal,
good
so
things.
that was gonna do well.
Yeah.
I think it did like really good numbers.
Did it?
Honestly.
I just haven't heard anybody say it was funny.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
I know.
It sucks that it isn't said it's funny. I want him to be funny.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Yeah. But it's like
I respect Kevin Hart a lot, but if something's not funny, I'll just have to.
that's the thing. This shit is hard, bro. You can't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's hard for me to
possibly-
just shit on somebody to do something I could never do.
But you can't possibly do movies, like all these things he's doing, and do stand up well. Like it takes too much refining and fine tooth combing. Like
I mean, that's why
it's impossible.
That's why it's only a rare amount of people who've done it, like even well. Like I guess Eddie.
But even what he was doing, I heard as he was filming CIA movie, whatever the CIA movie was with The Rock,
Right.
he would
Central
film,
Intelligence.
Central Intelligence, he's filming, then he would fly, he went straight from set to do a show in Newark, like a stadium, whatever the fuck it was, then flew back to set. Then the next day, filmed all day, flew to the Garden, did a show, flew back, continued filming. It's like in-fucking-sane. Helicopter to and from... And that's a testament to his work ethic for sure, and I respect the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
But you are, to your point, you really can't refine anything. Now, I will also say this. Kevin Hart, I don't think realized that because he's never been the fine-tooth comb guy to me.
Right.
He's been, and I'm guilty of this, he'll have like a B joke and then he can charisma it up. But his charisma and performance is so crazy that you don't care about the...
So he was flying every day. It was almost like...
Yeah, whatever days he had the show, flying back and forth from filming a movie, which is a thing. That's like exhausting.
Yeah.
And then going and doing an hour at a stadium, an arena, whatever the fuck it is, and then coming back and filming again.
Yeah.
Nobody
That's
says
the
he
only
doesn't
place
work his ass off.
he could cheat. Yeah. I think that when he got caught cheating on a plane.
I didn't realize it. Is that real?
Yeah.
Because I did an episode of a show, Safe Word, with him, and some person in his entourage, just Patreons, he was like, yo, the only time Kevin Hart gets to relax is on a plane between jobs.
Yeah.
So he said he hit him up like, yo, get me some Molly. I got a few bitches.
Yeah.
This is Patreon
Turn
only. But he was
that was the night that he cheated.
Might have been.
Right after Safe Word?
I don't know if it was after Safe Word, but like they were coming from Miami or something like that, and they were doing Molly. They were like had some bitches fly with them, and then one of the girls kind of snitched about
What
it.
a life.
Okay, I didn't know it. That was his move.
if you've
he earned it.
Yeah, like come on, man.
Somebody working like this man working.
Like selling out arenas, doing movies, Netflix.
If you had a
deals.
helicopter, you would take it to the fucking rooftop of some bar and party with your friends like a loser. He took that shit to a stadium, did a show, then went back to other job.
There needs to be a rule. If you have
Here's
a
the
private
rule:
jet,
if you don't got to go through TSA, you could cheat.
yeah, facts.
That's the rule.
If you have a private
And
jet,
if you're a girl and you don't got to
You
go
just
through
gotta eat
TSA,
that.
you got to put up with it. You don't got to go. Listen, hey, are your shoes still on when you got onto the plane? Yeah, you never took them off at all. Okay.
You know what it might be?
Welcome to this lifestyle. This is what it is. If you have the ability to have your own fucking private jet or private plane, you're gonna have more than one girl.
have you ever flown in a private plane?
You know,
Yeah.
I have not. But you
I
know
wish
what?
I had.
You know what it might be. You know how you always say girls don't mind cheating; they mind when people find out that
Right.
you're cheating on them.
Yeah.
She probably knew. I
certain
doubt
she
she had no.
Yeah.
He
Certain
was
she
cheating
knew.
with that man.
But I think you get to a certain amount of success where like you got to deal with people finding out.
Yeah.
Like if I have my own plane, you're gonna have to stomach that. I'm not gonna be blatant about it, but it's like you're gonna have to stomach it. Or fly coach. If you want me to be, I think we give them the option. I think we talk to women.
I would love to hear lady assholes.
There's gonna be some hoes on this plane.
Ladies,
right?
this is it, baby. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. We could fly private wherever, and that means you could fly private wherever. You want to go fly and see your mom for a weekend? That's private. Do whatever you want, and I'll be faithful.
That's our jet.
That's our jet.
And this is also our dick.
Or Or I get to fuck whoever I want. I'm not going to be, crazy about it. I'm going to use protection. I'm going to do all these things, right?
Don't be disrespectful.
But I'm not going to be disrespectful, but you get to fly private wherever you go. Faithful, coach, private, no faithful.
I want
to
pull at least the lady assholes. I have a feeling lady assholes will go the direction we want them to go, but I would love to know what women would actually want.
I think I know.
Yeah.
Because at a certain point in time, like, if you're a girl that's like mature, right? You realize eventually women start to go, oh God, guys just need to get this out of their balls.
Yeah.
You really think that we have the same sexuality when you're young, right? Women are like, oh, men feel exactly about women the way that women feel about women. And then eventually they go, oh, he just needs to come. He just needs to come. And the second they start to realize we just need to come and that there are some girls that are just for coming, it's like, oh, that ain't that bad.
Honestly, the richer you are and the more honest you are with your partner, you'd be surprised how much shit they'll be like, I understand. I may not love it. I wish you wouldn't, but I understand. Like, the best way to do it, like, I'm telling you, you got to be 100% honest with your woman, especially if you got a private jet.
Yeah.
Like, listen, like,
and you have to marry a broke woman. You can't marry a girl who got her own money and all this other shit because you can't.
Jay-Z is still paying
all for nothing. That's what happens.
Yo, I'm watching
the
Beyonce shit this morning. The Netflix documentary.
You could cheat on BB Rexha all you fucking want to.
Bro. I'm like, yo, you could fuck a mill all up and down, all up and down the sideline, but Beyonce, she'll make you pay for it. She'll make a fucking album about the shit.
Hell yeah.
She'll do a whole fucking routine. They'll be singing your song. They'll remind you, fucking go back to Becky with the good hair. Like, she'll remind you with every single turn that you fucked this up. And if you want to make this right, you're just going to have to eat it.
And she should, because you made the decision to fuck with a girl who got her own money and don't need you.
Yeah.
But if you got...
She chose you. She does not need you.
But if you get a girl who's broke, right, and there are plenty of them out there, majority of them, if you get a broke girl, right, and there's so many of them, right? So
there's
if you get so many broke women, right,
Nobody
that need to be saved. Nobody, actually, we do. We do,
yeah.
They want to be saved, right? It's like you chose to pick one of the very few women who is so breaded, right? Like super breaded. So you have to put up with what comes with that. You're gonna get all the pats on the back from the dudes, like, oh my God, you're with Beyonce. But you could also be with Beyondra, and you could have done all that shit with the good hair, and then Beyondra would have to be like, she did have good hair.
Yeah,
she had really nice hair. She had lovely hair. We made a good choice.
Yeah,
that girl had good hair.
We spoke on this, and we agreed that.
Did LeBron and his wife got a prenup?
I don't know.
Yes, this is the prenup. I'm not going nowhere because why would I?
Yeah.
Half. That's why.
Oh, that kind of prenup. Yeah.
Because I could go somewhere and get half and alimony and child support.
But who are you going to marry after LeBron? Like,
who you need to marry when you got all that money?
Well, they still want to be with somebody. Women still want to be with somebody at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I think there is a camaraderie that they want. And I do believe that. That's real.
Yeah.
And it's like, they don't want to die alone. You know what I mean? There's like this thing women are like...
Kind of makes you...
But you know what? We die first, so you're going to die alone. So it's just one of them things you just got to deal with.
Women do live longer than us.
That's y'all decide to live longer. You know what I mean? Like, what if now that women can vote, they start dying early too? Like I don't think... Like, I've thought about this. Like, I don't think women ever went bald before they had, like, responsibility. Because you know how, like, female pattern balding is happening?
Is that on the rise?
Oh, it's super on the rise. But like, if you look at like paintings and shit back in the day, ain't no bald women, right? But now they're bald, and I think that's what comes with like a career. You know what I mean? That's what comes with like these types of like jobs, is that fucking stress that has your hair falling out. Real talk. I really believe this.
100%. I believe
fast, Like, that's why
they got
the
leukemia.
hairline starts
peeling back.
Yeah.
Getting loose.
Stress.
You know what I mean? Why are we putting women through this, man? Why don't we just support y'all? I think we got to just support them. You know what I mean? Real talk. I'm coming from a woman who, my dad worked for my mom. You know what I mean?
I mean,
That's why you want a broke woman.
Son,
I've been with a woman.
my dad got
who's
Alzheimer's trying to forget the fact that he worked for her for all these years. Nah, he don't got
That's on
Alzheimer's.
purpose.
He got Alzheimer's, but his short-term memory gone. He's trying to forget those.
That's a
years.
survival instinct because they just be nagging and just be like, I can't. I don't,
Yo,
if I
real
hold this
talk.
shit in, that's a problem.
Son, real talk, I be thinking he's faking sometimes, bro. Like, I'll be looking at him like, come on, yo. Yo, just be honest with your son. Be honest with your son. How much you really forgetting? I just want him to look at me one time and just be like, hit me with one wink, like, alright.
Are you the favorite?
So you know your mom.
Well, I'm a favorite son?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are you the
I
favorite?
mean, I think I'm for sure the favorite.
I'm for sure the favorite.
For sure the
Both
favorite.
of my parents like empathized with younger siblings because they were.
Yeah.
So I think there's like a protective instinct over Greg that's not over me. But you know, in terms of like relationship, my parents were really good with that. Be honest with you, they were really good with that.
My mom was not good at that at all.
Mine
She
weren't
made
either.
She made it
Abundantly
known,
clear, right?
clear as day. Like this
Samesies.
is the one right here. I know we tried that at first, but this one right here, ooh.
Yo, you
is
know how
it.
like Latinos love their kids so much?
Yeah.
Nigerians are the opposite of that. Like, as much as like Eden's mom loved Eden, you know what I mean? Your mom probably made you feel like, yo, you might not be here that long. You know what I mean? Like, you might get to go back to Nigeria at any point in time.
Facts.
Like, they
She
never,
instilled that fear
did they ever threaten to
early.
send you back to wherever you're from?
I was born here.
Bruh.
Oh,
So was Kaz.
yeah, motherfucker. That's the whole point of being scared.
I never really got that much love, but nowadays, like, she'll act like she don't love me, but I know she does deep down inside.
What is it, the Mexican mom's version of acting? What are you again?
Nicaraguan.
Nicaraguan. What is the Nicaraguan mom's version of acting like she doesn't love you?
She'll, like, if I come home mad late from working, like, she'll actually leave the lock.
She'll keep the door locked.
She'll keep the door
So
locked.
she'll protect her life.
Yeah.
Yeah, over your life. She'll make sure nobody breaks into your fucking apartment. Yeah, that's her version.
That's
of not
her
love.
version.
There'll still be some food in the fridge for you, by the way.
Probably not.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah, but you older. How old are you?
Me, 24. Yeah.
That's not that
Yeah,
old.
that's on the cusp.
That's young for a Latino. You got to live at home till a good 37.
38 at best.
39, yeah.
Until you get married, move out the house.
I don't know why we move out before that. It's such a dumb thing to do. Like,
She'll
That's
do
one of my
this-
biggest life regrets.
Moving out.
Yeah,
She'll do
moving
this
out.
thing
I
where
moved
she
out too
acts
early.
like.
I own property because I stayed at home.
I wish I did.
And
I didn't
every
have the
one of y'all
option,
would
yeah.
have. You had to move here.
I
for
had
your
to
work.
move. There's no way I'm moving my parents' house if I adopted
Some
and
of these
staying.
people are crazy.
White
like,
folks
just live
crazy
at
with
home,
that,
I
man.
mean, I was living in Staten Island though, and I couldn't do that commute every day.
Oh, yeah,
it's kinda far.
Your parents' place is also fucking perfectly
perfectly
located.
situated.
It's
Why would I
wonderful.
move out? I had to deal with a little bullshit, but it is what it is.
Shit.
You know,
But
it is what it
you
is.
did it right, bro.
Y'all don't realize, man, how
wish.
easy it is
Night
to
and
get
day.
laid when you got your own spot.
Can
That shit
imagine.
is tricky when you live with your parents.
You don't have to tell me. I only have one wall.
Son.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
but your mom goes to sleep at a reasonable
You
hour.
hear them fucking?
They go to sleep like at 12. It's kind
Okay,
of weird.
my mom goes to sleep at like 4 in the morning sometimes.
God damn.
So like, I'd be out with these girls trying to wait my mom out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they'd be like, you want to just go? But the girls are saying to me, you want to go back to your house? I'm like, no, let's just get one more. It's like 4:30. Like, is this woman better be asleep by now? And walk in and she's just chilling on the couch.
You want
Bud Light.
Man, if you had the option, I would tell you to move back right now, and you want to really see how famous you are. See if you can get bitches to fuck you at your parents' house, and rent out your spot, make a little extra bread. You
Well,
know
that's
what I mean?
what
Like,
they did. They. I lived there.
yeah. You paid them, but like still less than what you would pay for. your
No,
own spot.
meaning like girls would have to see my parents on the way
Yeah,
in.
but now you like, you have to wait. You ain't waiting no more bitches out. You fucking Joe Rogan's Andrew Schulz. You know what I mean? Like Joe Rogan's own.
Bro, we walked in there. They would all say hi to my mom.
Let them get that Andrew Schulz experience. Let them get that. Let them get that Sandra Cameron Andrew Schulz experience.
Bro, you know what's funny? It's not as awkward on the way in.
I was just wondering.
It's
how,
the way out that's tricky. 'Cause
Yeah.
if we went back
walk of
around
shame is like-
1:30, the walk of shame is from my my room to my parents' living room because they be walking mad quiet, thinking that my parents would be asleep, and like, nope, my mom's reading Game of Thrones, fucking Harry Potter or something like that, eating a cheese plate at 3 in the morning,
God,
and
it's
this
so
girl got to
good.
clank, 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 clank out.
Y'all braver than me, man. I never got laid in my mom's house.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Never, not once. Like, I mean, like
Not even
having
high school?
I had a girlfriend,
Yeah.
So like I'm talking about like I'm bringing like a new shorty over to the crib and like bringing her to my room type of shit. Never ever.
Get out of
Never.
here.
I had to go on like adventures for like pussy. Like either like, we fucking the car, we fucking like a fucking in the bathroom, like in the club, like just
In the club.
Yeah, like club bathroom, like all time, like wherever.
That's
I
how
could.
much he's
That
afraid of his parents and getting sent back to Nigeria.
That's facts.
He'd
though.
rather fuck a bitch in the car and get arrested
That's facts.
than
Yeah.
deal with his folks.
Yeah, I knew
never
all
tried
I knew all the motherfucking backlot areas in Staten Island where I could pull up and no one was gonna bother me. Sounds kind of rapey now in hindsight, but like just knowing that I couldn't. First off, my mom is judgy. Like she would judge the fuck out of like anybody.
Really?
How judgy is somebody for you to be like, listen, let's just fuck in the bathroom? Because my mom is very judgy, and I just don't want to deal with the judgment.
I don't want to deal with that. Like,
Is it just judgy, or is it judgy because they were white girls in Staten Island?
That was only like I only brought home like maybe 2 white girls ever. But I've dated more than 2 white girls. But
Right.
like,
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
I've just dated a lot of women, but like yes, white women. There was just a healthy amount. More black women by far, but I've definitely like.
What's really a healthy amount of dating white women?
Ooh, Eden getting confident on the mic, and I like it.
Well, I brought 2 home.
Damn.
Same time.
I haven't fucked with a white girl in like
Since Me Too.
3.5 years. 3.5 years.
You got out just in
No.
time, boy. Nick
No,
of
less than
time
that.
for this motherfucker,
Less
right?
than that. I want to say like 2016, 2017, around there. Yeah.
You got out. Yo, we should start doing time BW before Weinstein and AW after Weinstein. That's how all relationships be measured right
Thanks.
now. Me and my girl got together 1 BW.
We were we got together in 2014. B-Dub. B-Dub and A-Dub, bro.
Nah,
Bro,
time
that
starts
is a
over.
Spot, man.
Jesus Christ.
Andrew, were you ever embarrassed with any girl that you brought home?
A lot of them. A lot of them. That's why we were getting extra drinks until 5 in the morning. I didn't even want to introduce them to my mom when she was drunk.
Oh my god.
No, but would you proudly bring home like a baddie and let your mom look at her?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Because you got to let your mom know what you're doing.
You gotta know that you're
Every
pulling.
mom wants their kid to be a hoe. Like, they act like they don't. Like,
Their son.
Mom,
Their son,
everyone wants
yeah.
their
Son
son.
can be a hoe.
Every mom wants their son because, like, moms low-key brag about it. Like, moms will be like, when the other, like, parent friends are around, and they'll be like, so, is Andrew dating? And then he'll be like, oh, is it? This guy's just bringing home everything. This guy.
Parents
Wow.
will never
These women
Parents
are
will
so
never straight up call
beautiful.
you a hoe. They'll
They
have
know
like
it.
little cute names for it. They're
That's
like,
it.
oh, my son's such a heartbreaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yo,
Code
that's
for
why
hoe.
we fuck boys because our moms want it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you're not getting no pussy, it's disappointing to your mom.
Yeah.
Real
I'll
talk,
be
it is
disappointed.
disappointing.
Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you. Like if I had a child and like he wasn't getting no pussy, I'd be like, damn. Like I'd be trying to help him. I'm like, yo, you don't want to take my car?
Absolutely.
You don't want to spread his cologne?
I used
like,
to take the
something?
Toyota Sienna. I
Yeah.
remember I fucked some German chick by the West Side Highway in a Toyota Sienna.
Oh, my
Bro,
mom used to,
that's a
see,
good
my
fuck.
mom used to
Yo,
drive a Benz.
Minivan fuck is probably all right.
Nah, minivan shit was all right. Parked illegally.
Shit.
you
know
got
what I
you got mad room.
You got to park illegally so you could be quick and it's not your fault.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like you just be like, all right, let's get out of here because the parking guy could come in. And come on, let me bust this out real quick. Like I got control.
see,
I'm
that's
23
better.
years old. It's like, come on now, we out.
You see, there's pros and cons to fucking in the car though, because like that it makes the exit
I'm not gonna lie.
way less awkward. Like
Jack from Titanic made fucking in a car cool. Because he did that shit, so now it's romantic.
Yeah.
It's like if you love Titanic, you can't make an argument that fucking the car is bad.
Back to the Future almost ruined it for everybody.
What happened in Back in the
Remember
Future?
that girl almost, Michael J. Fox's mom almost gets raped in the back of the
Yeah,
car?
unfortunately.
They
She
don't
got
say
raped?
they don't say it's
Yeah.
rape, but by AW standards, after Weinstein,
I was gonna
it's
say,
rape.
that's the AW rape. That ain't a BW rape. Hey, that ain't B Dubs rape. That's just kicking game. You know what I mean?
Back in 1988, BW. This was
Yo,
just looked at as flirting.
son,
Like, this,
That's a BW rape. So that's how you know it's rape. A B Dub rape?
Oh, that shit is
A B
that's
dub?
big.
a B-dub rape is rape.
yeah.
Like, the AW rape is like, they were just
AW rape,
flirting.
we need to know the context. We need to know the context. But B
Gotta
Dub
hear
rape?
both sides, like these are saying.
Shit.
Gotta hear both sides.
Yeah. AW rapes, we got to hear both sides. But
If you
BW rape?
You did that shit.
Bro.
Yeah, if you get convicted of rape, BW. Like,
Oh, come on.
anything like 2001 BW is like, oh no, that's
BW rape, you got gravel scars. BW Ray, clothing is ripped and shit. You know what I mean?
There's fucking tracks in the line.
There's like scratches on the back. There's like fucking the nails are gone because they're dragging from the floor and shit. So, oh yeah, no. Please, guys. Like, people are yelling. People are just like ignoring you, getting dragged out into a forest or some shit.
Oh,
Like,
fuck, bro.
yeah, BW rape is something serious.
Yeah.
AW rape is like,
That's different. It's just a different variety. It's a different variety of rape. It is. It's
It
like,
is.
you know what it is?
Like Louis C.K. was AW rape. Like,
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, you ever have like
he off on himself.
ready Bacardi? You ever have like Bacardi rum, just regular rum?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there's like 151.
Yes.
Like
fuck.
151
Yes.
is AW rape. That shit, you take a shot at you like, oh,
God damn.
right?
That's BW rape, you mean?
That's BW.
Sorry, that's BW rape.
Yeah,
Yeah. Bacardi 151 is BW. You feel that on the way in.
That's a visceral.
Oh God.
Yeah. But regular Bacardi, you just feel that the next day. You like, damn, I shouldn't have done that.
Just a
I
little
might have been raped.
A little regret the next day.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
We the goats, son. Ain't nobody fucking with us.
Oh shit.
That is a hilarious way. That's a hilarious way to look at it. And the difference is, right, is you feel it on the way in, and now it's just you feel regretful the next day.
Shit.
That's
Just a little rape hangover.
That's a long.
you the next day you're like, I shouldn't have done that.
Left a bad taste in my
it
mouth.
takes a while for it to kick in. Like, did I have it? How many shots did we have? I was mixing. What the fuck?
Oh man.
Fuck, man, that was some bars y'all got for the Patreon.
Oh man.
Holy shnikes.
Good stuff.
Anyway, don't rape.
Yeah, don't rape nobody.
Don't be out here raping, y'all.
That shit is whack.
Real
BWAW don't matter.
It don't matter. Any W.
Let the best pussy is given pussy, not taken pussy.
It's an L.
Paid for.
There you go. Pay for
Can't
it.
rape if you pay.
Yo, real talk. If you single today, just hookers. You should be looking at it as the best.
Oh, if you got
option.
money, if you paid.
Yeah.
If you paid. That's the one good thing about being.
Even if you don't save up, like all the money you would waste on hoes at bars,
Yeah.
to put that toward a little prostitute piggy bank. You know what I mean?
Prostitute piggy bank.
Little prostitute piggy.
A prostitute piggy bank is so funny.
Yeah, I mean, just put it in your Capital One savings account. Let you allocate funds. That's your pussy piggy
Increase
bank.
interest.
Yo, you want to know some crazy shit? I was in Germany, right? And
Yeah.
I went to one of these whorehouses because I just wanted to experience it as a white man does.
Right.
You know how we love
You
these.
do love experiences. Yeah.
White people love experiences. What are these folks doing?
The goat show.
So
how America
I'm
got
walking around
discovered.
experiencing, surveying the goods, and I'm asking how much it was, and it was very cheap for like blowjobs. And we're talking about like $20, $40,
Yeah.
like that, €40, whatever like that, right? So incredibly cheap, and I think in a weird way, and hear me out. I think by legalizing prostitution, it makes men value a woman's company outside of sex more.
I don't need to hear you out. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. that
Perfect
makes
sense.
You guys
Great
get
point.
it. You guys get it. But I'm saying maybe somebody who's listening,
Right,
even a
right.
girl right now who's
Okay.
listening, right, who might object. And I guess what I'm trying to say is once we've commodified the sex thing, which in our heads is already commodified, we know it's just get it out the system.
Right.
And if I know $20, $30, $40, I just get an amazing blowjob and then just get that out the way. Now the girl that I'm looking to spend time with,
You
I'm
respect
not,
more.
I'm not doing it for the blowjob. I'm not doing it for the sex. A lot of times we'll sacrifice personality and we'll like deal with shit that isn't that good
Right.
so that we can get the sex. But
Right.
when we have easy access to that sex for a very
Yes.
reasonable
Yes.
price,
Absolutely.
I'm only choosing to spend time with a girl because I love her personality or
Great
I'm
point.
really into it.
Yeah.
So prostitution helps women get better relationships.
For sure.
100%.
That's
They
definitely-
should be the most supportive
That's
of it.
definitely one way to look at it, like especially like a lot of people that have control over their sexual urges and know
Yeah.
how to like, differentiate. Okay, this is a hoe. You know what I mean? She's here to do a job.
Yes.
And even if at the smallest level,
Yes.
if you look at it as like an occupation, right? Like most people don't love what they do.
Honestly,
You know what
if
I'm
you
saying?
got a
Like,
man and
it's a
he,
job.
It's a job.
if you got a man and he fucks
That's
a
a good point.
prostitute,
Mhm.
he loves your company.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. He's
Yeah.
just there for
I'm
you.
saying even if he cheats,
Yes.
he with you because he loves
'Cause
you.
he loves you.
You.
You're not
Yeah.
just an object to him.
You're just not a
You're,
pussy.
you're way less. You're way less. He actually found the object.
Yeah.
That thing is the object.
Yeah.
You are the personality, the soul, the person he's with.
Three-dimensional thing that he loves.
Yo,
But
real
then
talk,
you see-
if your
but
man
if
fucks
you're-
a prostitute, he loves you.
But if you're thinking in AW terms, though,
Yeah.
like even the prostitutes are people too.
Chill. You wilding right now. You wilding right now. Yo, these buckets aren't people, dude. Are you kidding me? Holy
This is
shit.
before prostitutes and people. This BPAP over here.
Fuck out of here with it. Yo, you made that acronym mad quick.
You
son.
know, I was calculating before I said
Holy
it.
shit, that was quick, bro. BPAP, that was amazing.
God damn.
Yeah, nah, but shout out to prostitutes, man.
They do their job, bro.
Y'all really doing it. And you made a good point, which is, like,
It's a
we
job.
feel bad for prostitutes. Like, can you imagine doing that all day? And it's like, yeah, I can imagine fucking all day. I can do that. I cannot imagine, like, working in a fucking steel mill all
Word.
day or working at
Building repairing bridges,
bridges all
washing
day.
windows in a skyscraper
Dude.
and shit like that. Like,
You know,
I'm
or being a
good.
therapist and listening to some fucking white chick's problems all day. Like, that is harmful.
It's like, do you want to do that, or do you want to suck 12 to 18 dicks a day
Oh.
and make way more money tax free?
Also, eat what you hunt, right? So, like,
Yeah.
if you get really good at your job, this is quick work.
For sure.
Flagrant Media needs a prostitution division, I
I think we're going to do this.
We need to do this.
This is a good idea. Because think about this, right? You're getting paid for the nut most
Yeah.
times, right? So you basically suck as much as you're good at sucking dick.
Yeah.
You suck as much dick as you are good at sucking dick,
capitalism.
right? It's capitalism, right? So check this out. Let's say you can find a way to make a dude nut within 10 sucks.
Yeah.
Okay?
Wow.
No, some girls are amazing. You can find a way to make a dude nut within 10 sucks, right? And let's say you're shitty and it takes you 100 sucks. That girl could suck 10 dicks with the same amount of sucks it take you to suck one. Is she a bigger whore? She's actually sucking less dick, technically,
Yep. Yep.
right? She sucked 10 times the amount, but for 10 times less time. So who is sucking more dick? It's actually the equal amount of dick sucks.
I think at that point,
It's not.
when
You don't measure. You measure by not amount of sucks. You measure by amount of dicks.
Right, but I think we should flip that, and we should measure by amount of sucks.
So, like, is a guy's body count going to be the same? Like, if I have sex with my girl every day, am I killing it harder than a guy who has sex with a different girl 5 times a week?
Well, that's different because that's acquisition of pussy, and that's a different thing.
Okay, okay. But fucking valid point, and I lost you as soon as you said acquisitional.
But check
It was
this.
over my head.
I'm back onto your
Okay,
head. Ready?
okay,
I'm back
okay.
with you right here. Ready? How good you are in bed is definitely not defined by how many girls you fuck.
Okay.
It's about the amount of time you've put in.
Right.
Like, there are girls that we've all been with. Well, maybe not you,
Yeah.
but there's girls that we've all been with. I didn't mean that as a jab,
No,
but
I
like
know. No, that's
that,
true, yeah. Right here.
that like they had maybe 1 or 2 boyfriends, but like schooled them in the game of fucking,
sure.
and they're nice in bed. And then there's these girls that are hoes but can't fuck at all. They're
it's like
trash.
experience. It's like sports. It's like, dude, you could be.
About coaching.
It's about
Son,
great coaches,
you-
about experiences. There's
Yes.
I know people.
You want to be
who
Raymond
put in-
Felton, Dirk Nowitzki, one team
who put
or
in
15
hours of
different
time
teams.
in the court.
Yeah.
Hours of time in the court, right? But if the level of competition you're playing with
Trash.
isn't making you better, you're only gonna get so good. But if you're fucking Steph Curry and your dad's Del Curry and you get all the fucking great training and you could fucking shoot around with pros and be a ball boy for the Hornets and you're around the NBA environment your whole life, of course you're gonna have a better shot at being a pro player, being the greatest shooter ever, all this other shit. Same for sucking dick. If you're around somebody who has taught you the finer details of how to suck a good dick,
Son.
just like Steph Curry was around the finer details of how to shoot a basketball, some
Guys.
become all-time greats. Others just become really
You are fucking
okay.
onto something here, and let me confirm it. I was hanging out with Wheezy last night. She came out to my show.
Easy.
And a couple of her friends. And she made a good point about sucking dick afterwards. She was like, I've learned everything about sucking dick from my hoe friends and my gay friends. If your girl does not have any hoe friends or gay friends, guaranteed she can't suck no
Sex
dick.
is ass. Yeah.
The gay dudes know how to do it.
Listen, I'm
And
telling
there's no holds barred with them. The hoe girls know how to do shit too, and they put that game on. Now, if your girl only has like little preppy, prissy friends, guaranteed all of them are trash.
She's like, I'm the pretty bitches that think that all you gotta do is be pretty to get through the door.
They right. Now,
I mean, I still,
you can't get through the door.
You're still gonna get through the door.
You also gonna get out.
Yeah. It depends how much coaching I want to do. Depends how much coaching I want to do.
This is what we need to figure out, and we need to ask the women that are listening to the podcast because I sincerely want to know from you. I want to know if you want us to be dead serious, honest, about your abilities sexually, and should we school you in the things that we want? Because a lot of girls will say they want it, but then when we start telling them that they're not as good as head they might be, or the things that they need to do, they get really affected personally. But what I say is, why don't you let us tell you what will make us happy so that that's out of the way?
I think the easy one is this is what I like.
Yes, but sometimes it's like you say that and they don't really.
Can I keep it real?
Please.
It's because I don't want that honesty.
Yeah, we don't want it either.
I don't want that honesty, bro. Like when your woman starts being brutally honest with you, that shit is you gotta have some nuts to take some of that shit, especially when it comes to sex. Because like, okay, right? Like
sometimes I'd be wanting to ask a girl if she came, but I'd be like, I don't want to know if you didn't.
Like here's the thing: if you're fucking a girl good, you know when she came. Right? Yeah, you know when you give her the good one. Right? Yeah. But
I like confirmation.
Do you really want to know? Do you really want to know how it compares to like her past experiences?
This ain't Catholic school, so
do you really want to know?
I want that real motherfucking talk. I want this shit. I want confirmed. Confirmed kill. Yeah. Just look at me and go, confirmed kill. Mission accomplished. Yes. That's it. You remember, you know when you play one of them video games, you got to do like this many things on a board? That's me. I need that. Check them shits out. Yeah, we got it? All right, we got it. All right, we good. Yeah. Then moving on.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Nah, and you got to tell your girl that. I tell my girl that. Like, let me know. Like, and she does. Like, she lets me know. I see it, and she says it, and I'm like, yes, all right, we're good.
So how do I word this? How do I word? I want you to
put your finger in my ass.
Oh, wow. And then we got that clip. Let's get that clip.
Typing it now.
Give me that 151. Okay, how do we word this? I want you to, when I say make it sloppy,
slap it out.
That is an understatement. I want it to look like
throw up on my dick.
Yeah, I want it to look. I want it to look real talk.
Like you got food poisoning on my dick.
I want you to look like you're retarded. I want to look down at you giving me head, and I want to see saliva everywhere.
The best head is not pretty.
Son. Yeah, son. I want to look down and I want to question your IQ. I want to look at you and I want to be
that
like,
Down syndrome head.
Real talk. Real everywhere. I want it to be so
Franks and Beans head.
Everywhere.
That's why it's called Franks and Beans.
That's why I got a Frank and Beans. Real talk. Now, how do I articulate that because when you say sloppy, then the tooey to do a little spit.
There's only the one surefire way I've seen it work is watch porn with them. Just watch porn with them.
That's a great idea.
Like you
That's
find
a good
some
idea.
shit.
See that right there? That is great. I want it to be so. I want it to be so disgustingly messy.
Yeah.
I want it to be so disgustingly messy. Like,
Tiana Trump.
Tie a bib on that bitch and tell her get to work. Tell her get to work. I want this to look like you just went to the broil. I just want this to look like you just had fucking shrimp out of a bag, bitch.
You want to know what I want to look like? I want to look like when you're babysitting kids, you go to the bathroom in 2 minutes and they come back and half their hair's chopped off and there's fucking paint all over the house and shit like that. What do I do? Or like, you know when you leave the dog without taking her out and the whole house is destroyed? That's what I want my dick to look like. When you leave the fucking dog alone for too many hours and you come back, the house is torn the fuck apart. That's what I want it to look like.
Look back at you with the puppy dog eyes. You know what you do when they do that? You just go...
Good girl.
Oh.
Top of the head.
It's okay.
On that moment, I'm going to take a shit.
All right.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Knock it out there, bitch.
I got to pee too.
Real quick.
Okay.
Are y'all both going to pee?
Yeah.
I'm about to explode.
It's at the door? Jesus Christ.
Should we just pause it?
Patreon question or something?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Patreon questions.
right.
Okay.
Let's get the poop.
Now, Andrew read me the questions because my internet went down. But Duke Zay. Maybe we should save that for Andrew, actually. Let me see. Okay, Kaz, this is good for you.
Okay.
Ryan Butterfield asked, with the AFF folding, is this the best or worst thing to happen for the XFL? Again, these questions are abridged. So.
I think there's pros and cons, but just like overall, I just don't think it's a good idea. I never thought the XFL was a good idea anyway. I don't think anybody wants to watch subpar football.
Man, that's they use that exact term on the ticket when I listen. People don't want to see subpar football. We
like,
just do not.
It's not that sport where it's like, oh, I can watch like some all right football players. Like I can watch some all right basketball. Like I can watch.
You can, I can't.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, but for like I could watch. I mean, in a sense, is like when like Analyst Mixtape.
You
was,
watch WNBA.
No, well,
perfect. That's all you got to say. Perfect example. You can watch WNBA.
I can watch the WNBA.
Most people can't. That's why their ratings are trash.
Facts. But at the same time, there's been other ideations of entertaining type of basketball. For example, like I can watch, maybe not me, but like motherfuckers love like the Harlem Globetrotters. Motherfuckers love.
They're still
N1
elite at
mixtape.
something.
Yeah, they're elite at something. There's people, I'm sure there'll be people in the AAF that were elite at something.
Not. Here's what I'm saying. Relative to the NBA, you got to see way more cool ball handling in N1.
Mm-hmm.
Like now, there's like Steph Curry's ill, Kyrie Irving, but like back then, there was no crazy ball handler. AI, that's it.
Well, the game changed. Like the game got a little faster. There's a lot less defense being played. So,
but back then, and now you don't really see anyone popping off like that. But back then, there was nothing like that. These are elite ball handlers. Harlem Globetrotters, elite ball handlers, having fun, doing what they do at an elite level. XFL, relative to the NFL, they don't have elite anything. They don't have elite receivers, running backs, like there's no elite throwing, catching, running, kicking. None of that is elite.
But the game, I just think it's just a football thing. Like the game itself, like it's just not that type of game where like, okay, am I just gonna watch some guy really good at throwing the ball really far? Like there's only so many different things you could do in football that is just like that's outstanding enough for me to just forget that this isn't the best football I can watch.
I will agree with you. I think football is the most extreme case, but I also think there's a reason no sport has two sports leagues anymore.
Yeah.
The NBA absorbed the ABA because we want to put all our elite people into one league, especially if they're playing the same fucking thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I just want to see the elite people go at it. I am watching sports to watch drama and whatever, but it's also really cool seeing people do things that I didn't know human beings could do.
Yeah. I think with football, the funny thing is, like, I don't want to see a full season of some guys that were good once. I might watch it once or twice. Like, I might watch you in, like, a celebrity game. Like, Johnny Manziel, like, the fucking the luster around Johnny Manziel faded so fast.
Gone.
Like,
and I was a big Johnny Manziel fan.
Huge. Same. I was a big Johnny football guy. But, like, after watching him once or twice just kind of be awful, I was like, well, I don't want to watch the whole season. I'm not going to wait for you to have
I know. It's done.
It's
done. I've been excited for him, and now it's gone.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was the drugs. He came back. He still wasn't good. Now it's just, I can't do it.
Good.
I'm not going to watch you not be elite. Yeah. XFL going to fail. The best thing about the XFL is Vince McMahon is inventive, so he'll have some shit that the NFL can take
for
from
sure.
him.
Absolutely. And that's the one thing, you can't ever. And to Vince's credit, he's definitely got some, like, really dope real good football minds running that shit. I think Oliver Luck is like the commissioner or something like that. They got Bob Stoops. They got what's the guy? He used to coach Oklahoma. I forgot his name.
That's Bob Stoops.
That is Bob Stoops.
Yeah.
No, the other guy. Fucking he used to coach Florida.
Oh, Spurrier?
Spurrier, yeah, they got Steve Spurrier.
I didn't know that.
They got some good football guys, man.
Spurrier barely made us give a fuck about South Carolina, and college football is huge.
Yeah.
Bob Stoops, we cared about Oklahoma, but like it's just not. It's not gonna work. I am excited though because I guarantee you the NFL will get some great ideas from the XFL.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Vince is creative. He's mad creative. So I think it will be good in that sense. But I think the AAF folding just let us know. Like any question we had about will the XFL maybe do it? Because it's got Vince McMahon and all these guys, and people seem disillusioned with the NFL.
Well, they got some huge fucking insurance policy with that league just in case it folds, like the AAF. Like how everybody's like fucking.
Interesting thing about the AAF though, the guy who saved the AAF, in like week 2 they needed like $30 million or $300 million. I think it was like 300. And the owner of a hockey team who also owned an AAF team put up the money. The reason he did it is because they had some technology for betting that he basically acquired along with the AAF, and now he owns that technology, and that technology could be a game changer. So that guy might still, and rich people are so fucking dope about this, man.
Especially when legalized gambling becomes like a thing.
It is already becoming, and is going to continue. And if you have the technology that, like, somehow, I don't gamble, somehow this technology is apparently a game changer. So if you can make in-game bets in like a second, and like it's instant and whatever, and this is the future potentially of sports gambling, this guy's going to make so much fucking money off of this folded league that it will become a 30 for 30.
Shit, I can see that. Shit, bro.
All right. Another question. Andrew will probably get here toward the tail end of this, so that'll be good. The Ass Out podcast, shouts to them. Like that we're inspiring other podcasts. Again, paraphrase, he basically said the Sixers are pussy. Ben Simmons is getting sensitive about the crowd, and Embiid is scared to shoot threes. Why? I think he said, how is Ben Simmons so pussy when he's having sex with top-tier pussy? But
that'll actually turn you pussy. It's like, there's so much better things in life.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Right, Kendall, or some shit?
Why he not shooting threes at all?
Yeah.
That is the narrative. Somebody said that. I think somebody asked, what is he doing in the offseason? There's another thing that I don't know that we started, but we talked about Tuesday, and then that night I saw.
Yeah, my thing is, like, he's not going to learn how to shoot in the next week. You know what I mean? Like,
is he going to learn to shoot ever?
No, bro, I would hope so.
Joel Embiid is taking more three-pointers than you. That's embarrassing.
I think, honestly, in a weird way, I think this is a byproduct of the process. I feel like if he was on a team where they had to rely on him to be like the savior, like alone, like by himself, he would have no choice but to have to develop all these things that he hasn't developed yet, which is like off the dribble shooting or like range or any of that shit where it's like, yo, you're the number 1 overall pick, dude. Like, you got to live up to that shit. You know what I mean? We understand like the triple doubles are nice and the rebounding and the assist are nice, but like you got to be able to get a bucket. And the fact that he came in with Embiid and he got to sit out for a year.
But also, you're not good enough to win it all. So this year, when you get bounced again,
yeah,
are you finally going to be like, hey, maybe I should work on a fucking shot because this is the only chance we have of winning it all?
I mean, honestly, in a weird way, I still think they got a shot. You know, like I still think they could. I still think they're deep enough, and their starting five is, and maybe like the first 3 people off the bench are talented enough to take the East.
They could make some noise, but I don't. I would be, and I love Jimmy Butler, but I'd be fucking shocked if they won a ring.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be blown away. Again, Mavs fans, so I always remember 2011. That blew my fucking mind.
Yeah.
This might be even crazier if the Sixers win it all.
I think. I mean, I'm. If I'm a betting man, I do think the Warriors take it all, but like I think this is the year that they've looked the most vulnerable.
Did I not? We need to find. I don't think you were working with us, Ed. The week after Boogie Cousins signed, I said I don't think the Warriors 3.
Yeah.
I just don't, and they're gonna clobber the Clippers. Yeah, the injury might have helped them. That might have been the best thing to happen to them. But except they're gonna beat the Clippers probably in 5. I doubt it'll even take 6. But I think they look vulnerable, and I don't know who takes them out, but I'm not sure they make it to the finals.
Maybe the Rockets?
Rockets could do it.
I think the Rockets could do it.
Do you think if the Rockets do it, they make it out of the West? Because I don't know that that's true.
I don't think so. Because I think the Rockets match up well with the Warriors, but don't match up with like Denver or even like San Antonio or other teams. I feel like the Rockets were built specifically to just outgun
the Warriors,
Golden State.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're seeded the way they are, if things go the way they're supposed to, they probably see them in the next round. I think.
Yeah, they would absolutely see them in the next round.
And it's
4 and 5 plays 8 and 1 always. So
I really like Portland.
Yo, Chuck said it 2 months ago.
I really like Portland, man. Like
the day I said Dame is better than Kyrie, I don't know if I was inspired by Chuck. I honestly don't remember which one happened first. I think I had my tweet and then I saw Chuck's thing.
Yeah.
But Chuck said I think Portland goes to the finals, and I thought that was fucking crazy. I hope he's right. But goddamn, Dame is a killer right now.
Dame's a killer.
Dame,
CJ,
are you seeing his face after he hits these threes? There's nothing. There is nothing.
He's an emotionless motherfucker.
And I hope it stays. I don't know that it will, but if that shit stays, boy.
They got a chip on their shoulder, man. They've had a chip on their shoulder all last year since I think they got swept.
They got swept in the first round as a 3 seed again, I think, or like a
3 seed,
maybe a 2 seed.
I think they went up against
No, they went up against New Orleans.
New Orleans,
got fucking bounced.
When Anthony Davis went nuts.
How you
But
feel?
that fucking good, bro. That team, man, like a lot of sneaky good fucking pickups throughout the year. They didn't swing for the fences for some big huge free agent. Like they've had little sneaky pickups like Enes Kanter, and like if they had Nurkic, like I feel like I'd I don't think a lot of people would be crazy to call them going to the finals or at least going to the Western Conference.
The most
finals.
redeeming thing would be if Portland or Milwaukee won a championship. Just built their teams, no bullshit, no swinging for the fences, smaller markets. Let's go.
They can go. There's not a team out here that they can't like go like bucket for bucket with. You know what I mean? And
Portland,
yeah.
outside of like Golden State.
I think they
They
can
do
hang
match
with,
up well
I
with
think
them,
they
though.
I think they can hang with Golden
I
State.
think they beat them 2 out of 3 times or something this year.
Really?
Portland
Yeah.
beat them
I
twice.
know I saw them
and the
beat 'em
Rockets
once.
beat them 3 times. So
I'm pissed.
I think
Baby
that
bladder.
baby bladder. I think they match up well. And I just really like the makeup of that team, man. Like there's no egos there. Everybody just fucking balls out. Like they got a crazy home court advantage. Like I fuck with the Blazers.
They're
man.
built for the end of games
Yeah, exactly.
because they have 2 guys that can get buckets at will,
Especially in the playoffs, you need that shit.
and they have a great offensive rebounder. And it's really what you need at end of games. You need, okay, Dame is going to go, all right, they've stopped Dame. Who else can we go to? Okay, CJ is going to go. All right, we put up a shot. Hey, Enes, go down there and just fucking pat it out. Do whatever you can and get another possession. Yeah, so I think they're built for the end of games. It just question comes is like, can they keep up with the firepower of the Warriors when the Warriors really want it? I don't think so. I don't think anybody really can, and I think the biggest problem for the Warriors is wanting to play. Like when they were playing the Clippers and they let them come back in that game, it was like,
I think this is a wake up call for them.
and they needed it.
Yeah, they needed
But as
to
they
get
just checked out of the game, they were just like, okay, we're up by 30. It doesn't
KD's
fucking
been
matter.
checked out.
It's too easy. That's a problem. When they actually have someone to play against that they have to get up for, you're going to see the best version of themselves.
Yeah.
This Clippers series, they're like, do we even have to do this? Why
Yeah.
can't we just get a bye? Like,
Yeah.
there's no way they could beat us.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. Going back to Portland though, I feel like this is absolutely the season that Russell Westbrook can't lose this series.
or
I feel like his legacy takes a massive hit
right.
if this series is the one that he gets clamped on. Because mind
Right.
you, I've been a Russell Westbrook apologist for a long ass time.
Right.
I'm like, there's not a lot of people I would take over him.
Right.
But if it's your 3rd straight season averaging a triple double,
And your 3rd straight first round loss.
and your 3rd straight first round loss, and you're not even in the top 5 when it comes to like MVP conversation, and you've talked heavy shit about this dude Damian Lillard, and he's done nothing but show his ass when everyone was watching. Like, this is the series that, you know, and mind you, I know Paul George is hurt, but
That's big, man.
Is he?
Paul, you
Yeah,
got
his
a banged
shoulder's
up
been kinda
shoulder.
fucked up.
I don't know why they didn't rest him more at the end of the year. Was he really? Were they that worried about not making the playoffs?
Yeah, there were a couple games. There were a couple. The last like 4 or 5 seeds were pretty close, so I think they needed him throughout. But yeah, this if they lose this first round series, and I'm not even talking about make it a good game. Like if they lose this first round series, a lot of questions about Russell Westbrook, bro.
Yeah.
Well, let's start with question number 1. Is the triple-double overrated?
Yes.
Yeah,
We started talking about this on this very podcast, which was
I mean it's impressive.
we are shocked by the fact that these numbers exist, but do these numbers necessarily correlate to wins? And I think we're learning that they don't. I mean, the last person to average a triple-double in their career was...
Oscar Robertson.
And how many rings does he have?
I think one.
I think one with Milwaukee and what's his face, Kareem.
So he was on Kareem's team,
Yeah.
right? And that's a Kareem ring.
Yeah.
Because without him, none, right? So I think that we've hyped up this triple-double thing because we love the symmetry of the numbers.
It's
But
But
100%.
the
It's
reality
round
is,
numbers.
it's a nice round thing, right? And it's a nice thing to say, right? But the reality is you might be a way more effective player on a team if you have 20 rebounds, 4 points, and 4 assists, but those rebounds might count more,
Yeah.
right? Just
depends
the
on the makeup of that
fact,
team.
right? So it's like just the fact that this number exists and that we chase this number and we prop this number up as some sort of accolade, I think it's putting Russ in rare air when maybe his game, maybe the hype around his game that we all love so much doesn't necessarily correlate to wins, which we respect so much.
So you know what it's like?
Well said.
You know what Russell Westbrook reminds me of? He reminds me of like Le'Veon Bell, where if someone looking at his numbers wise, you're just like, this guy's the best player in football. Why the fuck?
Right.
Why aren't you? Why doesn't anybody see this? But you don't count for the fact that his usage rate is just like through the roof. He gets thrown the ball a bunch of times. He gets handed the ball a bunch of times. The linebacker, wide receiver does a bunch of other shit. Same thing with Russell Westbrook. He's a product of the NBA becoming so fast and having so many possessions per game that, yeah, of course, it's still impressive because you're an amazing athlete to have to grab all those rebounds per game.
Yeah,
but it's just the product of, like,
I
they
think-
just use you a lot.
I think we just love Russ and Russ's athleticism, and so we don't call this shit out as easily.
Yeah.
And we love Russ's
Everything we
fire.
hate about James Harden, we love about Russ. They are, opposite ends of the same
And Kevin
coin.
Durant.
And Kevin. It's like Harden has managed to hack the game, and
Yeah.
there's a brilliance to it.
Mhm.
He's managed to hack the game of basketball, and he's found a way to use his elite scoring ability to maximize his elite scoring ability and the rules of the game to maximize his effectiveness.
Right.
It's genius. Don't get me wrong, it's a genius. But it's very similar to like if you're playing Street Fighter and you find out the all you got to do is do the sweep the leg thing
Yeah.
over and over again, and you
Yeah.
win, like the cheat code.
Yeah.
Russell is the opposite of that. Russell is harding the game. He is
Yeah.
gritting the game. He is
Yeah.
giving every ounce of energy
Yeah.
and desperation in his whole fucking soul.
Yeah.
And he's putting that into the game, and we love that because most of us can relate to effort, not a cheat code,
Yeah.
right? And so we're drawn to this guy because we love the passion, but at a certain point in time, we got to go, okay, is he good enough to do it with just this passion?
Right.
And maybe it's getting players around him. Maybe it's not. Maybe that game, for however impressive it is, it's just not effective enough in winning.
I don't think it's effective enough to get over the hump of the Western Conference.
Or even the first round,
Or
apparently.
the first round, apparently. Like, I feel like
You
in
should
any
be able to
other
get out of the
era-
first round.
In any other era, Russell Westbrook would be the slam dunk, no questions asked best player in the NBA.
Right.
Right. But he's playing in the era where they have the Super Warriors. You're playing in the era where LeBron's super efficient. You got a million, like, you have
too
a
much.
murderer's row of point
Too
guards.
much.
Like,
Right.
you're in the era of point guards. where
Right.
Every fucking night.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
you're
He's
going
not
up
even
against-
like the best point guard.
No, like you look at his numbers and like if you've never watched the game before and you're just looking at stats, you're like, of course this guy's the best point guard. Why isn't he the best point guard? And that's when people who watch the game are like, all right, yeah, but he's just not. It doesn't always equate to winning. Like stats are great, but it doesn't always equate to winning.
I'm gonna transition from one elite point guard to the other. Can Steph and the Warriors? I said to Kaz, I don't think they're winning it. I stand by the prediction I made a year ago. Do you think the Warriors are still winning it? Because the Clippers' comeback is crazy.
I think they're still winning.
I think it's a wake
I
up
think they're
call.
still winning it because I don't think they. And you weren't here for this. We were just talking about it quickly, but I don't think they care about this opening round. I don't think they care about the second round. I don't even think they care about the third round. I think they know at any point in time
They can just turn it on.
they can turn it on offense or turn it on defense. And when you know you can do it, it's like playing against your girl in basketball, right? You're like, all right, I'm just going to shoot threes and I'll barely play D and she's going to get a few layups and then I don't care. And then eventually, sometimes you miss a three and she gets it. She chucks up a far shot and then she hits it. And it's
Yeah.
like, did she just beat me? It's
Yeah.
like, technically,
Right.
but you let her.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's going to happen in every series up to the finals.
Do you think? What do you think about the stuff about Kevin Durant? We showed you the clip.
Oh yeah. So there's a
and-
clip
Can we pull
of
that clip up?
yeah. There's two clips because I think one was very over exaggerated. There's a clip of Steph Curry and basically pretending to tee off on a golf ball, but it said using the basketball.
During
and then
warm-ups.
during warm-ups, and he shoots the basketball and makes it. And Kevin Durant is patiently waiting to shoot around. Curry does it and leaves, and Kevin Durant just takes a rebound and then shoots. But people are like, KD's over it. KD's out of here. He's done with Steph's antics. And it's like, he didn't even react at all. He literally had zero reaction.
He's
Just-
about to play a game.
He's about to play a game. He's focused. Like,
yeah.
that's bullshit. And then there's another video where it's a way more interesting video and way more apparent. Can you play that one?
I'm trying to find both of them.
So just to set it up, you
I
got
found
it?
the one where he's doing like that Tiger Woods thing, but you still see Kevin Durant.
No,
I'll
no,
send
no,
I'll
no.
send you the. I'll
Do-
send
Yeah,
you
send me the
the
link
other
for that one then.
Do the other one. The other one is interesting. So who's in? It's Iggy.
We sent these in the group text, right?
No.
Yeah. No.
I know. I sent mine yesterday.
I got different clips.
I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Set up the.
Oh yes, you did.
So here's what I would say about the lack of friends. Right? We're friends. If you have a joke and you're like trying really hard, even if I don't find it funny, as a friend, I'm gonna be like, You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you something. I'm not gonna sit there and fucking stare at you and then be like, all right, man, so what are we doing tomorrow? You know what I mean? There's something about a lack of fun. And then one comment that somebody made, every once in a while somebody has a good comment on a tweet, and he said, you know when you play a basketball game on easy and then you start blowing everybody out, at a certain point, everybody turns up the difficulty because it gets boring, right? No. The Warriors are the team that is playing on easy, blowing everybody out, and they're just bored. Like, this isn't fun anymore.
Yes, agreed.
Kevin Durant is having no fun.
All right, here we go.
This is a 60 minutes clip.
Yeah.
So there's a 60 minutes clip.
I don't think it was Wi-Fi.
You got the.
Yeah, I could talk
Katie
over
and
it.
Clay's face is very fucking telling here.
So the guy asked, would you consider leaving? And Iggy is saying no. And
Katie's like, she.
everyone is laughing except Clay and Katie.
And look at
Katie
KD.
not
Look
even
at
looking at
KD.
anyone.
He can't even stay, like.
And look at Livingston with his retard hand.
Livingston laughed because he's a vet. He'd been through it. Iggy laughs because he's a vet. He actually, I think, holds that team together emotionally. And Curry laughs because the team is built for him. So obviously he ain't going nowhere. This is funny to him.
Yeah.
Katie won't even look anybody in the face.
Yeah.
And Clay's eyes are just looking around.
Yeah, I think Clay is just Clay. Like, Clay is just aloof,
emotionless.
fucking emotionless Clay. Like,
So this is
whatever,
the one that I think was overrated, right? Here, Curry does this stupid shit, throws it up, hits it. Now,
Yeah,
Kevin's
all
just
right.
waiting to get the ball.
I just want to take the shots I'm actually going to take in the game, guys.
That's it. Like, he's just waiting to shoot, and he doesn't say anything bad. He doesn't give any eye roll or anything like that.
So I can see your point on that one, and then I could also use that same logic on the 60 Minutes clip where a guy says, you wouldn't leave in free agency, would you? And Clay and Kevin Durant aren't talking, but they're not talking because they're free agents, and why would I fuck up my leverage?
That's a good point, too.
Right.
So
On
that's
top of that,
also, I could see both of those if they're both true.
I know everybody's, it's easy to point out KD and his reaction, but, like, stuff just completely... It's like KD's not even there. It's like he just
that's
right
an
past
interesting
him.
look.
Not like he's not even there, dude. Like,
But look, these guys talk all the time.
do
It's
they
like,
though?
Yeah, they live with each
Do
other.
they though?
Somebody said this. Kaz might have said it, and Kevin from Barstool said, you think these guys talk a lot. They don't necessarily.
No, meaning like they're around each other all the time. Like, it's like, you remember when you were in high school and you had to go, switch classes, right? And it's like, you can say hi to your friends and shit in between classes, but do you need to, every single time you pass them, do a whole different conversation, that kind of shit? It's like, you don't need to. It can just be like, all right. And it's like, he already said hello to him today. What do you want? What do you want him to do after? Do you want Kevin to go, what an incredible shot? Kevin's looking at the greatest shooter in
on
history.
the ass or something. Like, all right, let's go. Playoff time. Let's
Maybe not the best shot he did that day.
Yeah, it's like, that's unimpressive. He hit a corner too.
Hands in pockets also mad weird. That's a weird ass thing to do in a basketball court.
I think we read into. I got a
Fair enough.
I got a bet with a couple friends, right?
What's
I
the
got this bet. I'm betting against Kevin Durant coming to the Knicks.
Okay.
But because I believe that the universe is conspiring against me. So I'm trying to trick the universe, right? Like all these years I was rooting for the Knicks to win, right? And then the universe was like, nah, we're not going to give what you want. So I bet that Kevin Durant won't come to the Knicks so the universe can be like, oh, we're going to show you.
You don't think the universe is listening right now?
What?
You don't think
Cut that. I didn't cut that. Go ahead and cut that shit. Cut
Nah,
that
the
shit.
universe listens live, bro.
Fuck, son. So I fucked it up
that
already.
shit.
Anyway, my boy is so convinced. Shout out to Drew. He's so convinced that KD's coming. He goes to me yesterday. He goes, hey, here you go. If you pay me $98 now, we could just call the bet off and you could save $2. That's how convinced he is.
Hysterical.
I know. He's a piece of shit.
What a stupid bargain.
Yeah, I know. But he just...
Is he Indian? He's trying to fuck you so hard on this deal?
No. White. White boy. White Canadian boy.
It's
What, he thinks you a Native American? You gonna take that deal on? Fucking idiot.
It's everybody being so convinced it's gonna happen that makes me think it's not
It's
gonna
not
happen.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
Bruh,
Motherfuckers is too convinced.
you know where he should honestly go The team that just had a 31-point comeback against the Warriors.
Clippers.
That's a great fucking team. If they had a star with that supporting cast, like a transcendent star, man, you take that city from LeBron.
I don't know. I think that here's the thing.
That city already underwhelmed with LeBron.
Really? Certain teams.
KD could at least whelm them.
Why don't we use the word whelm?
Whelm?
Shit,
This is regular whelm.
It's either underwhelmed or overwhelmed. You never just whelm.
So how you feeling? I'm whelmed.
I'm whelmed. Yeah. How'd you like that standing ovation? I thought it was whelming.
Because that's just aight. It's quicker to say aight. This
Yeah,
shit is just how you feeling? How you doing? I'm whelmed. That's a lot.
I'm whelmed. Yeah, I'm whelmed. Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
That shit was whelming.
Kinda
We'll start it.
Yeah, this conversation was whelming. I shouldn't have brought it up. I mean, it wasn't underwhelming, but it wasn't
Nah, it's whelming. We
It
getting
wasn't
somewhere.
whelming.
Yeah, we getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing
I
wrong
don't
with
know.
whelming.
So KD on the Clippers, I don't like him there. Not just because I want him at the Knicks, but like that team's so scrappy, and I just don't think KD's that dude. I think
You think
Kawhi's-
Kawhi is that
I think
dude?
Kawhi's that dude.
They got money for 2 max free agents.
Like-
If you're the Clippers, do you go after KD and Kawhi, or do you go after KD and Clay, or Kawhi and Clay? What do you do?
Best case scenario for the Clippers is Kawhi and Clay. Like
I
that's
mean,
that's a championship.
That team
right
needs a
there.
point guard. Is Shy
Yeah,
that guy?
Well, Shai Gilgeous. I like Shai
They need a
Gilgeous.
distributor too, though. They can't just have.
Shai Gilgeous he got a lot of Rondo in his game, but with a little better of a jumper shot.
If he's that good, and then you have Sweet Lou come off the bench, and that team is.
And Montrezl
fucking-
Harrell, they
Yikes.
average like 40 off the bench or something
Yikes.
together, something ridiculous. Like
Yikes.
Clay, perfect case scenario for the Clippers. Clay and Kawhi, because Kawhi and Clay both not only they both get buckets, they both lock up
Lockdown
too,
defenders.
You know what I mean?
That
And
team is crazy on D.
yeah, and you got Doc Rivers calling the shots with that team, man. That is a championship team tomorrow.
Like the Heat with LeBron, their defense was crazy. This would be better
Yeah,
because Clay's a better defender than Wade,
that's
and Kawhi is a
championship team
better defender than
tomorrow.
LeBron.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And
So
I think they get Kawhi. I think they get Kawhi.
I think Kawhi is in.
If they don't win the championship, he's probably going. If they don't at least make it to the finals.
Yeah, if they win the championship, he's got to stay. You can't leave after you win a championship.
If you're Toronto, you realize we were right about Lowry, and you just feed him the fucking ball every game and get him easy buckets. Otherwise,
Or
it's
you
a wrap.
fucking
Did you
feed.
see what he had in the
What's
first
his-
quarter?
Oh yeah,
3 for 4, 9 points.
He was
Yeah.
all right.
And they got him the ball early, and he got it going, and then he had an effective game. That's really all you need to do. It's like this is the best thing I ever read when it comes to like
And people always
getting
leave
laid
Toronto.
at the bar, right?
right.
They go, it was when you walk in the bar, within the first 3 seconds, say hello to any girl. Doesn't matter who.
Right.
Just say hello. Anything after that, you're going to start getting in your head. Right? You say hello. You walk in. It don't matter if it's the coat check lady.
Right.
The first girl you see, hello, just hi. Hit on her in a
Yeah.
little bit. And then after that, you don't give a fuck.
Right.
I swear to God, that was the greatest advice I ever got. And from then on, you're like, you either get your first rejection out the way, so you're like, oh, that wasn't that bad.
Right.
Or you get your first,
Say, hey.
you get some rhythm going. You hit your first jumper, so you're like, oh, I should pull up. I'm feeling it today.
Got
right?
a heat check?
Heat check it within the first 3 seconds.
Come off the bench, heaving.
Because if you're in the bar for an hour without talking to anybody, you're just in your head to me. You're like, it's over.
Yeah, it's
a wrap.
Kobe.
You're a loser.
Mamba mentality, bro.
Go after it.
If you stop shooting, that means you beat yourself. Got to keep shooting.
What else we got, Akash?
Boogie, you want to talk about Boogie?
Tough break, but I think the Lakers are going to give him a max.
You think so?
I absolutely think so.
Oh, my God.
I
no.
absolutely 100% think the Lakers are going to give him the max.
Really?
Why?
Yeah.
LeBron wants
They
him
need
like
somebody.
that.
They need somebody.
But you don't need to give him a max. Torn quad. He couldn't get.
Yeah.
First of all, he's
Is that
torn
confirmed?
quad.
Torn quad?
Yeah, it's torn quad. Yeah,
Barkley
that's-
called it as soon as he saw it. He says exactly how my quad looked when it got hurt, how I grabbed. Torn quad off of a torn Achilles. He ain't getting no max.
Shit.
He got 4.5 off an Achilles,
Yeah.
and he couldn't even finish the year.
I don't know. I feel like somebody's going to pay him that bread.
I think this is the best thing that happened to the Warriors.
Yeah, I said that too while you were in the
They are
bathroom.
oh, you did already?
Yeah. No. I agree with you though. That's like Boogie could only get in the way, but his personality was so big. You're not telling him to sit down without him
Right.
causing problems.
But
And now you
basketball
gotta
wise,
sit.
he was starting to play like his best ball. Like he was starting to look like Boogie again.
Sure.
And
That would be
injury could've
worst
been
case
the
scenario for the Warriors because Boogie looking like Boogie again needs the fucking ball and
Yep.
doesn't understand why he's not getting the ball.
Yep. So
That-
now he gets a ring with the Warriors. But do you really feel like you earned it?
No, he's not gonna want it.
I don't think he would have felt like he earned it this year, even if he was playing, unless he had like a fucking a legendary game during the playoffs or the finals where he gets like 40 and it's like, okay, yeah, you're in now.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we know what time it was when he was going to the Warriors. Like, come on,
play half the season.
Yeah.
You basically got paid to rehab.
Yeah.
And get a ring.
Yeah.
And then you got hurt again.
It's like I'm not gonna look
get
at
hurt
you. I'm not gonna
again.
be like, oh, you're better than like Chris Paul or Melo because you got a ring and they don't.
Right.
Like that really doesn't. Come on.
I'll look at you better than Melo.
Oh, Melo,
You
sure.
hate Melo, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I don't understand why you don't.
I don't. I think it's because Melo was one of those first players like I've watched like his entire career. Like that handful of like, I didn't watch a lot of Wade until like that Final Four run in college, but like I remember Melo in high school up until now. So I guess like that's kind of like the same sentimental value I hold to like LeBron and shit. But like he played for the Knicks and like I think he got caught a raw deal and when he played
Do you eat any like shitty food that you ate when you were a kid? And you're like, look, I know this is shitty, but I just love it because like my grandma didn't know how to make she didn't know how to make frozen pizza.
Get this.
My grandma put Totino's, the cheapest frozen pizza you could get in the fucking microwave and feed it to me, and to this day I love it.
Yeah,
that's Melo.
Thanks.
He's microwave Totino's pizza. But it means something to you. So you act like it's
Noodles
good.
and noodles.
But
with
it's
a bowl
not,
of a hard-boiled
bro. It's
egg in
not.
the middle. That's my shit.
that's bomb.
$1, bro.
This shit is
that's all you
soft.
need.
It's cheesy. It's fucking. You don't get your money's worth.
But it hits the spot. Just
Bro,
like
Melo don't hit no spots.
When Melo gets hot, bro, there's not a lot of better things.
Melo is like if that Totino's pizza
Listen.
costs $140 million.
My favorite Garden moment Melo was still a part of. So I'll always hold that close
That's
to
the
my heart.
testament to how shitty the Garden has been.
Yo, listen, I don't care. It was Easter Sunday. He hit those two back-to-back
If your
threes
best
against
moment
Chicago.
is in fucking April, bro, that's a problem.
Well, I'm sorry. All right.
That's a problem. That's a problem for your franchise.
He tried his best.
No, he
all
didn't.
right? I
That's
don't
the
hate
problem.
Melo.
He
Yeah,
didn't
he
try
didn't.
his best.
He didn't
I don't
try
think he
his
tried his. I don't think he didn't try his best. I just think if he had more help around him.
Oh, stop it.
Look, Paul George wasn't the guy in Indiana. He went to OKC. He got to be like a great
Indiana
second
made
banana.
noise in the playoffs.
Yeah, because they had a great team and great coaching. and
Also,
then they
Paul
went-
George acknowledged he's the second banana.
Yeah, if Melo got to be a second banana somewhere, we look at him in a whole different way.
Melo don't want to be the second banana somewhere.
There was no other second banana
Houston,
to get.
this year he couldn't even be third banana.
But that was way past his. That was way
He
past
probably
his
had a
ability to be
problem
a
on
second
that banana boat. He was probably like, it's too many motherfuckers. I'm the banana.
There was a way different time for him. If Melo, the one knock I have on Melo is he.
So if
probably
Melo
should-
had a top 5 player, he'd be good. That's your point.
no, I'm saying.
All
he
right,
should-
Kez.
No,
Melo's
yeah,
great.
I mean, most people who win championships
Exactly.
happen to have top 5 players playing
No
with them.
chance.
Is that not wrong?
He'd
LeBron.
find a way to make that guy horrible.
God.
I really believe
my
that.
only knock against Melo is that he probably should have went to the Bulls. That's my only knock against Melo. He
I
would have fit
think-
right in with that team.
No, he wouldn't.
I
Melo
think he would've.
was not. Melo only fits right in retired. Whatever Melo's doing right now is exactly what he should be.
Melo fits like super dry.
yeah.
Like everybody
What's
super
that?
dry clothes. This shit never fits.
Oh no.
That's Melo.
Yeah, he's yeah. I don't understand
Still
why
not
we're still
signed, right?
making the argument. What?
No,
Still not
I
signed.
don't know.
He's not,
Nobody
he's
wants
done.
him,
He's
dog.
not-
Wants him.
Like he's not in the league
I think
anymore. It's over.
he'll absolutely get a deal next year.
No, he won't.
I believe.
Yeah,
I
you
believe
said
so.
Boogie can get a max too. I want
think
both.
he's gonna
of these,
get a max.
I
I
want
think
both
the-
of these on the record.
I think the Lakers are
Put
gonna
this
give him the
next to
max.
Kaz being
Melo not
tardy for
getting
shit
a
we can
deal.
shame him about
Melo
later.
will be on a roster next year.
Melo, but he will.
He will be
Shanghai
on the
Sharks.
roster.
He'll be on the Shanghai Sharks.
Carmelo
next
Anthony
year.
will be on an NBA roster
No,
next
he won't.
year.
Does
Melo's
Melo?
not.
Here's a better question. Does Melo win an international championship?
No,
Really?
Y'all just hate.
I think he's averse to winning. I really don't think he can win.
He won in
he
college.
came out the gate winning.
He won in college.
College doesn't count.
Don't count now. Even as a freshman.
He's a super freshman, so he wasn't
All
a real
right.
freshman, so he was a sophomore.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, he was. He went to one of those boarding schools,
to
and then
Oak
he
Hill.
went to
But
an
he transferred
extra
his
year
junior
boarding
year.
school, and then he went to
He's at
Syracuse.
Towson. He's a Towson Catholic, and then he went to Oak Hill. And
So-
then he went to college.
Bro,
And then the
if
college, he
we're,
was
if we're at
19,
the
not-
point of
not
Melo's
18.
legacy where we're talking about his college championship, it's over. That lets you know what he did in the
I just
pros.
think he gets a bad rap because if we talk about those guys, right? There's people who have, and we were just talking about it. I think people with lesser resumes
Why are
that
we?
get less
Why
shit.
are we fighting for him? I don't understand why people stand so hard for him. It's
Bro.
like he's had every opportunity to succeed, and he's failed every single time. It's like, what's going on here? He's the Hillary Clinton of basketball players. It's like, dude, you suck. You fucking suck. It's like, yeah, Hillary won a Senate seat by beating out Rick Lazio barely. It's like, yeah, he won a championship in college, right? Barely. But
beating T.J. Ford's fucking Longhorns.
Hey,
the final
TJ
four.
Whoever
Ford
the
is nice,
fuck.
bro.
that's who he beat. T.J. Ford. Exactly.
Was
He's the
Might
Rick
have been.
Lazio
Yeah.
of college
No, they
basketball.
beat Kansas.
That was the Final Four game.
Kansas,
Gives a
yeah,
fuck. Point is,
Yeah.
the guy sucks. We know he sucks. You know he can't get it done. Just like Hillary, she sucks. We know she sucks.
Born
she
losers.
can't get it done. There are people that are born losers. Okay, so you're with him. Some people are with her. I ain't.
Kaz,
Simple as that.
If Melo gets signed, where is he going?
I think he goes to like.
Oh boy.
I think Brooklyn might give him a chance.
Get the fuck out of here, dog.
I think a
Get
team
the
like.
fuck out of here.
I think the
Brooklyn
Knicks
has
might
a
give him
great
chance.
culture. The Knicks might give him a chance
I
because
think
they're
the Knicks might
inept.
give him a
Because
chance.
we're that Franks and Beans.
Yeah, probably.
We are that Franks and Beans. We are stupid enough to sign Carmelo Anthony.
There's gonna be a team out there that's
Yeah.
gonna need. I'm telling you, he's gonna be on the team next year.
So Zion Melo next year?
How much
That's
you want to
so
bet Carmelo? And you know what the crazy thing about Carmelo is? He wouldn't play in China because he has too much ego.
Oh, of course.
He refused.
And he got a ton of money.
Well,
And
that's
he
what
would
I'm
get
saying. Like
money.
he doesn't. It's not like he needs the money and he needs to play. Like he doesn't. I think the one thing
And
left.
clearly
on his
doesn't need to
resume-
play.
He doesn't.
The one thing left on his resume is like a championship. So if he
Yeah.
can't play for one, he's not gonna. Why would he? Why would he win?
Why
with
would
that?
any team that's poised to win a championship sign the greatest loser in the history of
That
basketball?
that is unfair.
I don't know that it's unfair. The
That is
Rockets.
unfair.
The Rockets were
For
within.
everything that Melo gets, Chris Paul has almost the exact same shit. Chris Paul gets none of the
Playoff
Paul can't
heroics.
do it either.
Chris Paul, we say, and Chris Paul has
Nobody
playoff
says
heroics.
like Chris Paul sucks. They
I've
have,
seen
like,
Chris
almost-
Paul in a Game 7 against the Spurs carry the fucking team on his back,
I seen-
and his body just won't hold up.
Yeah.
Against the Warriors last year, Chris Paul fucking hitting crazy threes and shimmying in Steph
Yeah.
Curry's face. But we still say, yo, his body can't handle
And
it.
my
what
issue
was
with Chris Paul is not
What was
skill.
Chris Paul? What was he? He was the second fucking banana. On top of that, I've
Then
seen
the next
Melo-
year, Melo goes to that team. What happened this year? What were they? The 8? They were out of the playoffs.
Well, Chris Paul was
Out
still
of the
hurt.
playoffs with Melo.
Chris Paul was still hurt.
So why can't Melo be second banana?
It's not like Melo wasn't balling. The team just wasn't built.
Melo
built for
wasn't
it.
balling. I don't know why you stand.
No,
for
you're
Melo
right. An
so much.
all-offensive
Melo wasn't-
team
listen.
that just needs you to hit threes in the corner is not built for you.
Yeah,
You're a GM.
It's not.
You're a GM.
Okay.
This
right?
is insane.
You're a GM.
James Harden dribbled the ball a million times a game. And all
Oh,
he
now
got
it's a
was
problem.
catch
Not a
it.
problem from Chris Paul.
Hold on.
Listen,
You're-
it works for them.
Kaz. You're a GM, right? You have the opportunity to sign at the veterans minimum. Okay?
Mm.
Carmelo Anthony, Kim Jong Un, right?
I don't know why I took this seriously.
And Casey Anthony.
Wow.
Okay?
Which one is Casey Anthony?
That's the white bitch that killed her
Killed
kid.
her kid, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And got left free.
At least she wins. There's really only one loser amongst those three, right? Kim Jong Un stay winning. Casey Anthony got her dub, right? And Carmelo keeps catching them Elos. Okay. Who do you sign to the veterans minimum?
Yeah, terrible.
Who do you sign to that vet minimum?
There's only
dog?
one answer.
What's
Hello, hey. Under my Carmelo, hello, hey. Under my Carmelo.
I gotta see Casey Anthony's jump shot. Gotta see if she can run the team.
Oh, she could shoot that kid into a dumpster. I'll tell you that. Kobe, Casey. Damn, these white bitches be killing their kids, bro.
Yo, they do that shit,
Real
boy.
talk,
They
yo.
do that
That
shit.
is so crazy.
Get away with it. It's beautiful.
They be fighting the hardest too.
Yo,
They fight the hardest to like stop abortion. They're like, we will not have a doctor kill our kids. We
we're
will
gonna
do it. Why pay someone to do something you can do yourself?
if you want it done right, you gotta do it yourself.
If you want it done right, you do it at night. Doesn't it sound like a Chris Rock bit? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, look at this
Oh,
bitch.
man, she's with the shit.
You would fuck the shit out of her too.
Yo, you know Carmelo ain't never had no victory cigar. At least this bitch got a victory cigar and scotch.
She got a victory cigar. Carmelo got losing Cheerios. Damn, girl.
Hey, click that picture up there.
Yeah, she kind of fine,
My
bitch.
fish look alright.
That's her, son? Nah, she could catch dick. All she did was kill her kid.
That's all she did.
Little baby's
Oh, she did
adorable,
with
bro.
kill her
That
kid.
shit hurt my heart to see a little baby. Why you gotta pull
Yeah,
the
get the
make
baby
it
out of
real?
here. We just want to objectify this whore.
Wait, all right. Was it by accident?
No.
Nah, bro.
She like.
Come on, bro. Baby was screaming. She was trying to watch Friends.
Wait, let me ask you a question.
Yo, what? Yo, how do white girls kill their kids? This baby would not go to bed. This bitch trying to see if Ross going to marry Rachel at the end.
They were on a break. Shoves them off.
Fuck.
Oh my God,
Oh
son.
boy.
That shit is fucked up. All right, we're going.
Okay.
What else we on, man?
Yo, but all right. So long as we just put Melo down to rest. So long as we can
What's
put,
dumber?
Okay.
I would sign Melo or gang members are good people. What's the worst take?
Son, someone had a funny ass take about the gang shit. He goes, Kaz will not say that gang members are violent because he's afraid of gang members being violent.
That's not what I was saying.
That shit cracked me up.
That's
I don't know
definitely
what
not
your
what I
reason
said.
was, but that shit was mad funny. Like,
Definitely not what I said, but all right.
I know. They be doing shit for the community. So
Yeah, they do.
I know.
They do.
We
They
get it.
really do. I hope you guys have been paying attention over the past couple
Hey
weeks.
man, I
They've
do.
been-
They be, they do shit for the community, bro. They be destroying it.
I think it's funny.
This
They're
is,
like,
this is how politicians talk.
I just think it's funny. They're like, yeah, sure they kill people, but they like, you know what I mean? They pick up litter.
Son,
Like cops kill people
turkeys,
too.
they give turkeys or out. They do that.
You watch too much New
Cops
Jack City.
don't do that.
They do a lot of other shit.
Cops don't.
Bro,
I'm not
but
gonna get
do
this
you not
combo
understand
again.
that murder wipes away a lot of good shit? Like, if
That's
I
true.
gave
That's a good
every
point.
homeless
Yeah.
person $1,
Yeah.
but I killed people, you wouldn't be like, oh gosh, all right, man.
Yeah.
I know he killed people, but like, that's a lot of dollars in cups.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, they do. They also have cool dances. They got and handshakes. So that's redeeming.
Hey, real talk, this shit,
That
that shit is hard. That shit is, don't put
Yo.
that camera on me, because I don't want to get killed by him.
Yo, what
but-
are we more afraid?
Y'all watch way too many movies, bro.
Yeah, we
that's
do.
Definitely not.
What-
No, gang members don't kill anybody. And if you kill people, but you like do some good, who cares that you killed some people?
Well,
You know
like
what I mean?
police.
Yeah, okay. And the cops that kill people, not good people.
Facts.
I'm not defending none of them.
That's all I'm saying.
So you're saying the gang members that kill people are bad? Wow, slow.
Oh,
Very
boy.
slow. Very slow agreement.
Nah, I mean, hey, I'm just saying, bro. It's a lot to. It's a lot to
That's
just.
just
It's a lot to
wildin',
just
son.
fucking
Hey,
have that
yo,
blank.
you
Like, it's just a
wildin',
blanket
son.
statement, bro.
But,
Like,
I just made it about cops. You didn't hesitate.
You know what? You know
no,
what this
I made
is?
it about cops.
This is what this is, right? This
Well, I
is-
said it about
This
cops.
is when you're talking to religious people, right? And you ask like a religious person, and you'd be like, you ask a Christian, and you'd be like, so like just out of curiosity, like how do you feel about like Jews and Muslims and stuff like that? And they'll be like, in my faith, you have to love all people, and you can't judge, and then you'd be like, so you think they're going to hell? And they'd be like, yeah, I know a way to salvation. You know what I mean? If you want to stop fucking around with that other shit, you want to come on board, you go have it. Simple as that. That's gas right now.
man. It is what it is,
God.
bro. I ain't
Yeah,
gotta. hey.
Nah, it's the media. The media is fucking them up.
The media, son. It is their portrayal.
Nah, it's the media.
Yo, real talk. But real talk. Casey Anthony.
No.
Would you hit it raw knowing what she does to kids?
Yo,
Can I see her now? like, cause before the murder, she was a joint. So like, she's been through some shit. It's probably
You could bust in Casey Anthony
probably a little haggard.
right away. Just bust right away, and then you hit her up like, "Yo, you take the birth control." She's like, "Don't worry, I take care of it."
yo,
No, I'll get to it.
I'll get to it. I'll get to it.
Sooner or later,
Sooner or later,
this
that kid
baby
is-
gone.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
Good.
Bad.
You know
bro.
what's crazy is
Yeah.
between Casey and Carmelo, Casey is the more desirable Anthony.
She just kill your kid. Carmelo kill your team.
Team, man. That's legacies you ruining.
Oh my god.
She dating a new man. Who's this brave individual? Find a picture of
Probably
this.
him right there.
Yo, get the picture of this new motherfucker. This guy is
Oh no.
No, that's not.
Nah.
That's always sunny in Philadelphia.
Probably
that
similar.
That bitch do look like Casey Anthony though.
Oh, she ain't got no ass. Never mind.
Yeah, no.
Nah, I'll pass.
You thought she had an ass?
Oh wait, nah, no ass. Yeah, that's not it. Yeah, I'll pass. I wouldn't hit it.
Kept the dog though.
Kept the dog.
That's such a white woman shit. That's such white woman shit right there, bro.
White women shit.
White woman kill the baby.
Oh my
Love the
God.
dog.
The dog. Oh my
The
god.
dog's probably looking around like, I don't know why she gets such a bad rap, man. It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
I know.
Why would I take the care of a fucking
Oh,
dog,
who's that?
boy?
Go back. Go back. X. That's me. Fam, that's me
Yo,
right there. Don't that look like me or no? Is that
Yeah,
what I look
for sure.
like? Sometimes I don't
For
be
sure.
knowing.
For sure, that's you.
This is a really big story. God damn.
Oh yeah.
Is it because she was like a pretty white girl or some shit?
Yeah, pretty
Is
white
that
bitches
why?
killing kids. That's a big deal.
I think it really broke when it's like when she was just not guilty when they gave her that plea.
Oh,
Yeah.
Damn, she
Yeah.
walked on that shit
And like
too.
all that shit came out.
I wish I could be like a white woman for like a month.
I know.
You
man.
can just be a gang member. kill people, and it's not a big deal. According to your
Yo, you don't
logic.
know about Casey Anthony, what she does for her Yorkie, man. You take care of that Yorkie.
Yeah, she does, bro.
That's a
And
good,
that's the thing, though.
a
You
good
don't know
woman.
what she does for the community. Like, you don't know how much more available swings are. Like, there's all the, like, all the shit at the park is so much more accessible now. She be taking out the kids.
She
bro.
be cleaning up parks in her own way.
Talk, son, that's it. What the fuck? This bitch is wilding.
I feel like Andrew got a little turned on.
Son, this girl is. I just want to see her suck on that shit.
Wow.
If she just sucked on that gun, that'd
Like
be.
that?
Look at her crazy ass with the kid. That's how you know this bitch
Oh,
crazy.
that picture made my stomach hurt.
Yeah, don't show the picture of the kid at all.
Can you
bro.
leave the kid out of it? We trying to have fun, man. You out here making it real.
Man, that's
see,
what we
here
were
you
telling
go.
her initially. Oh, this bitch crazy, bro. Look at how little her hand is. You know she crazy. She got that little
She
ass
for sure
hand.
got I've killed
She got the
bitches
baby
eyes.
hand from Scream. Remember that whatever Scream movie when the guy was putting his
Scary-
hand in the
Scary
soup?
Movie too?
Scary movie
Yeah,
too.
that's just
Strong
my
hands.
strong hand. He trying to lift it up and shit. Yeah, she got some real small hands. Shit.
Fucking Casey.
I'm
Anthony.
sorry, y'all. I don't want to just switch it up like this, but do y'all remember Jodi Arias?
Oh yeah,
This
yeah,
bitch
yeah,
killed her
yeah.
boyfriend.
Yo,
Oh shit.
She Puerto Rican?
No.
makes
Well,
sense.
she's her boyfriend.
she's
All
some
right, that's
white.
understandable.
she's some Latin.
Why'd
son.
she kill her?
Arias? That don't sound white.
Let's find out.
No, she's a Latin.
Oh,
She's a
that's
Latin.
her.
Yo,
No-
this
oh,
girl look
maybe.
bad, son. She bad. Son. Look at this fine ass bitch,
Yo,
killing ass bitch.
I was just gonna say, do you have a thing for
You know
killers?
what I mean?
I'm not with it, bro.
Yo, in a strange way, I am a little turned on right now.
Hell yeah.
I'm a
Come
little
on,
turned
bro.
on.
Sleep
Yeah.
with one eye open. This girl will kill you, son.
Like 25-year-old Kaz would be all over that shit. I used to love crazy bitches. I
Facts.
love that crazy shit.
Facts.
Fuck.
Yo, let's see more. Let's see
Uh,
more. Let's see more.
As I
Look
get
at
as I
this.
get a little older, I'm like, all right, stress doesn't turn me on as
She
much
does
as
look
it used
bad.
to.
Yo, we need to do like a beauty pageant for murdering chicks, right? Like a flagrant beauty pageant. And it's
killing the
just-
walkway.
Just the hottest murder
There she
bitches.
is. Murdering white bitches.
Oh my god.
Fucking out the sash.
Son, but she's waving bye-bye to their kids. That's what this shit is.
They all got the OJ gloves on.
God, that's so
Son,
good. The
we need to
OJ
do a
gloves.
Miss Murder in America. That is pertinent.
Miss Murder America.
Miss Murder America, bro.
She's in the finals.
Bro, this
Oh,
girl
yeah,
is
there's some,
number
there's some
one.
pictures.
And
There's
this her
some
man?
pictures.
I think.
Yeah, she had to kill.
Potentially.
And how she murder him?
I think she stabbed the shit out of him.
Oh, that's murder.
Like
murder.
what
that's
happened?
murder.
Oh yeah, stabbing.
You want someone out of there?
Yeah, I can
Who
get
she
that.
killed? Was he a white?
Yeah.
He was a cock.
Yes.
He probably didn't know how to
I
handle
think
it.
about this.
Yo, real talk. If you let your
Was she, like,
girl
abusing
stab
her or
you to
something?
death, that's some soft ass shit. You let a woman stab you to
So I-
death, B? Fuck out of here, yo.
let's
You
see
gotta
what she-
start from the
Oh,
back.
who that?
I
Who?
Googled-
Hold up now.
Wait,
Let's see
wait.
who that is.
I
On the left.
googled the hottest woman murderers.
Bottom
Or
no.
their
middle.
accusers.
Bottom middle I'm fucking with.
No, this one on the top. Okay. Oh,
bad.
she a little Indian joint. Ah, okay. I see you.
Nah, hold up.
She look a little Indian. She look
Yeah,
like
she
a
look, a little,
type.
she look a little ethnic.
Who that
Nah,
retard?
scroll.
Hold on, look at this retarded
I was just
ass
sneaking
in
to
the
the
face,
Google
bitch.
search.
This Garfield-looking motherfucker.
Small face ass bitch.
Get out of here, bitch.
You know what's crazy? She's
Yo.
the ugliest one, and she definitely got the death penalty. That's crazy.
Eden
'cause if
coming
you hot,
The
all
judge
the
is like,
dudes on the jury are like, yo, we need this bitch on the street still. This one, they're like, just murder her.
to society away.
How her face so little, bro? Get out of here.
Gotta be a monster. She looked like one.
Oh, dude, look at her fucking weird ass.
Wait, scroll
face.
to the top, the second one from the left, right there.
Hold on,
This
we
one?
done?
Her,
oh.
yeah.
Oh, you like that little
Yeah.
crazy ass? She look Indian too.
Yeah, she looks
Mindy
sexy, too.
Sangera. That might be Indian.
Yo, she's Indian, bro. We got an Indian
Gotta be.
murderer.
She looks like fucking what's the girl from the show on ABC?
Oh, Mindy Kaling.
Not Mindy
Priyanka
Kaling.
Chopra?
No.
Chopra, yeah.
A little bit. I can see
Bad
a little
bitch.
bit.
I love me some Chopra.
All right, all right. Keep going.
Nah, she's
Go back to the
sexy,
murder.
bro. That's
host.
her man.
Go back
Shame
to the
of
murderers.
cheating husband. Yep. Well, wife killed by her lover.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
this
so
is
she was
crazy.
married. She was the side bitch.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Oh, I like
Hold
that.
up, go to that bitch right here,
This
bro.
one?
That shit is. Look at
That's Casey
that
Anthony. I
one.
don't know.
That's
who that is.
Casey Anthony right
Ooh,
No,
there.
that
on
one
the
with
right,
the
that's
lips
Casey
right
Anthony.
there.
Andrew
See,
Love
nah,
and
see
fake
the girl on
lips.
the
I
left.
love
That's
some
how I know
fake
she's
lips.
whack.
Why?
That's how you know she's whack. That's the textbook. I'm whack everywhere else except right here.
Oh, the
Oh,
Ursula
picture.
word.
Oh yeah.
Too zoomed in.
She's yeah, exactly. I can't see too much. Her fucking shoulders are a little like soft. It's not really like a lot of definition up there.
Can we
You
go
can
to
tell
this
she's a little chunky.
fucking finger puppet? this neck face bitch. This bitch got one fucking. Look at it. The neck and the head is the same shit. It looked like someone painted the fucking face onto the neck, bro.
Drew a smiley face
Oh,
on
she
the
put
thumb.
her
That's that
10-year-old
bitch.
in a hot box.
What?
10-year-old cousin. That's what it
Yeah,
says
put her
right
10-year-old cousin in a hot box. Yeah.
What is a
death
hot box?
penalty.
What's a
I'll
hot
tell you
box?
right now.
I tell you what, she don't belong in that bitch. Ain't nothing hot about this hoe.
Yo, dude. Oh
Yo,
my
what if we're like
God.
Googling these bitches and like you see someone
Oh.
you used to date? I feel like that's what's
Yo.
going
That's
on.
a win. I feel like that's a
That's
win.
It's just a really,
Yeah,
really,
right.
really hot place.
Oh,
That's
it's
it.
just a hot
Yeah,
place?
to like.
Bro, she looked like
Who this?
Dennis the Menace.
Oh no, but she
Yo,
can smell
Kaz-
from here.
Kaz saw she was black and was out, dog. He said, "Nah, we good."
Yeah. Nah, I could. Nah, she probably fine. Like she don't got her makeup and shit on, but I could see. I can work with that. I can work with that.
All right, go.
She
go
got a
back.
doobie
Go
wrap
back to
on.
Murder chicks. We have more murder chicks. All right,
These are all
keep going.
murder chicks.
Keep going down. This is great. This is content, baby. This is
Nah,
content.
Jody Arias is
We gonna
bad.
find a
It's all
nice
right.
murdering ass.
Oh, she
bitch.
got
Ew.
killed. Never. No, she
That
got
girl
killed.
murdered
Ew.
She murdered
Too much
everybody.
makeup, bro.
She murdered all the
She's
people.
like a
Who
rodeo
this?
clown.
Hold on.
That's another. Yo, mad
that's-
Indian joints in here,
Nah,
bro.
she got killed.
Oh,
Bollywood
yeah.
actress.
Oh,
Whoops,
yeah,
my
fuck
bad.
out of here with that shit.
Sorry.
Fuck out of
Outta
here.
here.
Fuck out of here. Don't- We're not talking about suckers.
Oh my God.
That's a bad joint right there, boy.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Cruel Wives.
Oh, now Kaz searching for the black chick.
She bad. Look at her.
Nah, she kind of bad. son.
Yeah,
She
you
look
can
like
tell in
she
the
got some-
'80s she was
She got some
fucking.
Asian in her. She got some
You can tell
Asian.
she was like the second or
She got
third.
some
cut.
Asian in her, right? Yeah, that's a Cablasion or whatever they call them.
Cablasion.
motherfuckers.
You can
That
tell
Tiger
she was.
Woods?
You can tell back in like the '80s she was like the second or third cut.
There
from,
was
like,
actually
the
a
Cosby
whole
Show.
list.
That's
Like
a
she was
good.
this close to being Mrs. Huxtable and then just like
Yeah,
lost
nope.
her way.
All right. Oh, this bitch right here.
Foxy Noxy.
Bad.
All right.
Bad. He put some boat shoes on her.
What
and
did
some
she do?
Fucking salmon polo.
Oh, she
Hell
killed.
yeah, bitch.
She killed one of her college.
Yeah, in
roommates.
Italy, but she got off.
Slashed her throat.
Keep it moving. Keep it going. That's
Who
that
she
bitch
killed? Natalie
bona fide
Holloway?
Crazy. Nah.
Jodi Arias. Yeah,
Jodi
she's
Allen,
my
number
winner.
2. Yeah, she
got
bad.
it. She
Go
bad,
down.
bro.
Go down. Keep it scrolling.
It's so
Keep it
funny.
scrolling.
Casey
We already
Anthony.
on top of it.
Yeah,
Keep
you
it
got
going.
it.
Who this
Okay.
bitch? What's her name?
Megan
Martin.
She's bad.
Where's she
Alright.
at? Megan, 19. Let me read.
she was only
19 was
19.
babysitting a toddler in Fresno, California. The
Aw,
baby stuff
fuck,
from
man.
Can't be
Why
fucking-
can't
can't
read
be
that
killing
shit, man?
kids, bro.
That's
Can't be killing kids. That's
Really
all.
Oh, she
rude.
got.
Amber
she
who?
thick.
Who
Alright.
is
She got some
Who is
chest.
I'm
This
about to
bitch
say
is like a
she
paralegal. Get the
she
fuck out of
healthy.
here, bitch.
Oh, Aaron Brockovich looking ass bitch. What the fuck? What is the water bad for you? Is the water causing some shit? Let's
Yo,
test
she
the
pushed-
water, Aaron
Oh,
Brockovich.
She pushed her husband out of an apartment window, 17 floors up.
That was weak.
Also,
Yeah, well, it's not like stabbing. Stabbing
Yeah.
is like, nah, she wanted you.
nah,
to-
you gotta lift that motherfucker.
But like, you
too.
can just get upset.
It's hard
real
to throw
fast.
someone out the window.
He probably just jumped because he see the bitch he married. And he's like, this the rest of my life? Let's end this right now.
Okay, Molly Jane, whatever.
That's a basic ass
Ruthlessly and
looking ass
fatally
bitch.
assaulted her boyfriend. I don't even want to read the rest of that. This bitch is a fucking demon. Look
She
at
looks
her.
like she sucked no good dick.
Yeah,
I can tell.
she do. She do. Ooh,
Oh,
okay,
look at
little
them
cutie
eyes.
patootie.
She's like,
Oh, trailer park ass bitch.
Look at these, man. White bitches be
yo,
killing.
is this a chick? Is this the Orange is the New Black chick?
Nah, no.
No, it looked like her though.
It looked like her. Like she definitely, you could tell they definitely
That's
drew
who they modeled
inspiration.
Her
after.
fiance Ken
Yeah.
Lepkin was found slain in a wooded area near Hope in 1996. She had left Alaska, moved to Washington, married, and started a family when she was indicted for conspiring to kill him. Wow.
Sheesh.
Jesus
99 years.
Who this?
Oh, ew.
Oh, now that bitch crazy.
Who this?
Yeah.
That's too much.
What'd she
dog.
do?
Okay, let's see. Andrea Kirshner accused of slaying the deputy Barbara Pill, who pulled Kirshner. Oh, she got pulled over, and the cops was like, and she was like, I ain't going out like that. Killed the cop.
Oh,
This
shit.
bitch crazy.
That shit look like, yeah, I did it.
Yo, who
She
is
got lips.
this? Estibaliz
Oh, shit.
Carranza
Oh, yeah.
attacked her
There you
husband
go.
and lover with a
Wow.
chainsaw
Wow.
before burying the bodies in her cafe
Like
alongside
that shit.
tubs of ice cream. Allegedly, she turned on her ice cream making machine in the cellar of her cafe in
Oh,
Vienna, Austria,
my
to drown
God.
out the
Yo,
noise.
that bitch wild.
Latina bitch is internationally crazy, dog.
Wow.
This is
God.
Austria.
A chainsaw?
Son, this bitch is thorough.
Yo, is it fucked up? I'm like hard a little bit.
Lily
definitely
Nicole
not looking down.
Hurt, aka Nikki Hurt. Yeah, this chick is all right. You all right.
Nah,
Yeah, this
she
bitch-
whack. That bitch whack.
You all right. Keep
I
going.
gotta see a before picture.
You can't be killing nobody.
Well, 5'3" ass bitch, get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
let's
No,
not-
I
let's
mean,
not
we're
get
going down
progressively
on the
worse.
list, so this explains a
going.
lot.
Keep
Top,
going.
yo,
We're gonna find a hidden gem. Watch.
I believe
We're
that.
gonna
Oh, wait,
find-
Kez.
Oh shit, Jamila Hill.
Jade.
Jamila Hill. What's her name?
Jamil.
Jamil Hill. Yeah.
Told police Marcus was accosting her on the street. Oh, so like a guy was like fucking bothering her, like street
Wait, keep
harassing her.
reading. That she was
Oh,
not
no.
actually assaulted, and the attack was a random slang for a bloods.
I'm about to go use the
Interesting.
bathroom. I'll be right back.
Interesting.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Initiation.
Yeah.
So that must have been something they don't condone.
I guess not. Yeah. Okay, who we got right here?
Cass took a piss at a perfect time.
Yeah. Jane Andrews. One time.
Bitch, you don't get out of here. Fuck out of here, bitch. Ugly ass bitch.
Go on. I love it because you can't be upset because we're talking about murders.
Yeah. Oh,
Nah,
get the
nah,
fuck
nah,
out of
nah,
here.
nah, nah,
This
we
bitch
getting
is like the
regular.
bitch from SNL, the ugly one.
I mean, we're going really down the
we
list
getting real
now.
regular. Keep going. I think we got one more here.
Yeah, that was it.
nah, that's it, bro.
Damn, Ed, good
Fell off
good
hard.
website. You found some good shit right there. Adam.
Jody
Fuck.
Arez was the baddest one of all
Yo,
of
she
them.
was a smoke show, dude. Like, not a game.
Except for
what-
here.
What?
She
what-
don't-
No,
she
just
look
that
like a
picture of
mom
her
here.
right there. Yeah.
Yo, son, she's bad. She's bad. Okay,
Oh, fuck.
Well, that was a deep hole.
guys,
Worth it.
thank you so much. I think we gave them a solid fucking episode today of sports, deviancy, murderous ass bitches, game,
This is a fun
knowledge. I had so much goddamn fun this episode,
Yeah.
man. Thank y'all so much for supporting what we do. You already know we're coming to your cities, so make sure you pull up and get tickets. You already know you can get the tickets. Akash, you're going to be in Houston.
After this episode airs. So hopefully that went well.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's
And
right,
then
that's right.
Caroline's Friday and Saturday, April 26th, April 27th.
Boom.
Come through.
I'll be at the Moon Tower Comedy Festival in Austin, so pull up on me. You can get tickets to my direct show, so you don't have to buy the badge for the whole festival, because if you only fuck with me, then let's do that. And you do that on my website. Then we're going to be in Dallas, and then a bunch of other spots. Added another show in San Francisco, because those tickets are going quick. The Toronto show is almost sold out. A few tickets left for that, so get on that quick. New York is moving, so get on that quick. I want to sell that out before. I want to sell that way before, man. I want to make a statement about that. So New York, step up and take care of your boy. Same with Boston, Chicago, man. It's really crazy. My agent just hit me. He's like, man, it's incredible. The tickets were moving. I told him, I was like, this asshole army don't play games, bro. We out here. So thank y'all so much for supporting everything we do. Shouts to the crew and everybody. And we will see you. Matter of fact, we might have a little surprise for you. And the surprise might already be out by the time this is out, but we shall see. Anyway, it's much, 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 much love. Asshole Army, the gang. Keep it tight. This is Flavor 2.
God bless.